Welcome to Friday Night Football live from Thorstead Field. For 111 years, Summerville High School has been in existence, and now in the year 2022, the Summerville Bears football team has a 4-0 start, the best start to the season since 2017. With a win tonight, the Bears will have their best start and will head into league with the best record in the Motherlode. It's a special edition of Summerville Bears football, and it's homecoming in Tuolumne. Summerville High's 111th birthday. Welcome to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp pregame show. I'm Levi Flores, class of 2019 Summerville High alum, and my dad unfortunately couldn't join us today, but I brought a special friend with me, class of what I believe is 1997, Jeremy Hurtado.
How you doing, Levi? Great to be with you here, kind of rushing across the county here to get this done, but we got it done.
Absolutely. And Jeremy, you went to school here from 1993 to 1997. I was just here a few years ago. What was Summerville like in the 90s?
Coach Woods was here, who was probably in his heyday. The 96 team, which is what I played on, went 10-0 and then lost in the first round of the playoffs to Houston, 41-14 right here before they had this beautiful turf in a quagmire that was raining sideways and upside down and everywhere else. Beautiful weather tonight, so we don't have to worry about that. And these Bears this year look special. They're 4-0, have a chance to make it 5-0 tonight, and who knows what happens once league starts.
Last week, the Summerville High Foundation had what they called the All Years Reunion, Calling All Bears, where every single Summerville alum, whether you were in the first graduating class, which there was sadly none of, or in the most recent class, you were able to come together with all the Summerville alum. There is a parade, there is a baseball game, there is softball, cornhole, anything you can think of just to celebrate Summerville High School in itself. And I mean, you can think all the history that Summerville has been through, all the people, all the events, Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, all of the above. But tonight, the Bears, what could be one of the best seasons that they've ever had, 4-0, and looking to start league play with a 5-0 record, like I said, for the first time since 2017. More about the matchup when we come back. It's homecoming night in Tuolumne.
Graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Caldera counties the past 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Summerville graduate Chris Caldera join the team to help and eventually take over the family-run business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family-operated business. And go Bears! OurCaldera.com on Facebook and Instagram, too.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you.
Let's go back in time 363 days to September 24th, 2021, where the Summerville Bears beat the Stone Ridge Christian Knights 28-8. Summerville ended their season last year 4-5, and the Stone Ridge Christian Knights ended their season 4-6. Now, when we match up the teams like this, Summerville, sure, they won by 20 points, but that was last year. They have a lot of returning players. They've gotten better, but Stone Ridge has gotten a lot better.
No, absolutely. And you look across the sideline, and then you see Stone Ridge has the all-white jerseys on with the Navy helmets tonight, and they don't have a lot of players. That's part of the deal with the Stone Ridge Christian. You got a D7 players. However, there's some players on this team that can play some ball. They're led by their all-everything quarterback, Noah Lund. Okay, he not only throws the ball, he had 286 yards 2 weeks ago against Forest Hill Christian, but he can also run the football out of this option, this Cox box option offense, and don't be surprised if you see him spread it out a little bit like they did against Forest Hill a couple weeks ago. They went 4 or 5 wide receivers through the ball. Now, they didn't throw the ball a lot. They only threw it 11 times, but he threw it for 7 completions, 268 yards, was the Merced Player of the Week a couple weeks ago against Forest Hill. So, well, they're going to run the ball. That's no question. Their star running back, number 42, Hector Escoves, comes in with almost over 700 yards in the season already in 5 games. Huge numbers for him. But there's also a couple other guys in that kind of mix in, sprinkle in, that do some running as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Cox box / almost air raid type style that they run matches up against the Summerville defense.
Let's look at it in a little broader way, just in the teams in general. Head coach Sean Leveros, he's been here for what I believe is 8 years. He has a 31-37 record with his time being here. His first year was the 2015-2016 season. But now when we look at today, the 2022-2023 season, best season since 2017 when they went 8-3. All of those losses, 2 of them came in league play, 1 of them came in the playoffs. And then the Division 6 team playing a high Division 5. They're technically labeled a D5 school, but when you look at the Sac Joaquin section, they're D6 until somebody makes it to the playoffs. But they're playing that high Division 5 ball. Now for Stone Ridge Christian, they have head coach Art DeJogger, who has a 40-24 record, significantly higher than what Coach Sean Leveros has. He's a 7-year coach, but he coached for 4 years, took a 4-year break, then came back 3 years ago and has continued since then. Now this year they're 4-1, which is what could be a tough game for Summerville. Like we said, those players make statements during the games. And this is the best look since their 16-17 season when they went 8 straight to start.
Yeah, and you got to kind of put an asterisk into that too, because a couple years ago they had a chance to go to the playoffs, and the CIF said, hey, no, you're not going because of some off-the-field situations. So, yes, it's one of their better teams that they've had, the better start they've had. But again, for them, for Stone Ridge, this is a big test because it's a bigger school that they're playing tonight. They are a really good D7 school playing a D6 school. So it's kind of, if you look at the NorCal rankings or Sac Joaquin section rankings, you got number 1, Summerville in the small schools versus number 4, Stone Ridge Christian. So everybody thinks this should be a great game. We're hoping that so here at homecoming tonight.
Yeah, homecoming, they have the lemonade stands instead of the floats that they used to bring across, representing the freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. They have Kona Ice, they have barbecue, and they also have standing room only, which means everyone from Merced came out to watch the Stone Ridge team, and everyone in Tuolumne is here watching them tonight as well. But before we send it to our next break, Jeremy, a few questions. Homecoming, sent home or coming from the prize?
It's one of those things where as you're the road team, you love to play homecoming games when they're not yours, because the biggest thing is that everybody's kind of distracted throughout the week. You got all these other activities going on. Practices are kind of, as a coach, you hate it, okay? So you get to go to a road game and play someone else's homecoming, and the best thing is beating them at their homecoming and spoiling it. Now, if you're the home team, obviously, like I said, there's a lot of distraction. You got Powder Puff. You got the rally that happened today. You got all this extra activities that aren't a normal week for football. And now it's, can we get locked in and focused soon enough before it's, we're in trouble, we're down 2 scores early. The first quarter is going to set the tone here. I know I was on campus today subbing here. I talked to a lot of football players, and they said, hey, we're not distracted, we're ready to play the game tonight, so we'll see what happens.
So I believe your initial suggestion there is coming for the prize. Moving on to the next, coming off a bye week, hurt or help?
All right, that's one of the things that really I think is going to help Summerville. Okay, they played a physical game against Houston a couple weeks ago. Now you got to get a chance to not only take a little bit of time off, get some guys healthy. You got 2 weeks to prepare for this offense, which as on the defensive side from Summerville, this is one of the offenses you hate to see. The reason you're playing this is because Argonaut runs a similar offense, so you're trying to get yourself ready for league. This Cox box offense makes it very difficult for your linebackers. You got to stay focused and read your keys, and it's going to be a huge test tonight for not only Hardy, but also for Logan Slater and then any other Elkins if he goes in and plays linebacker tonight too. Got to stay disciplined, got to stay focused. Just because you see motion going one way, you can't follow it, or they're going to come back with that counter and come right back through your gap.
Stone Ridge Christian matchup. Does it help the season or does it hurt it?
Oh, it absolutely helps Stone Ridge Christian. Regardless of what happens tonight, you're getting to see a quality team. It's going to, A, help your rankings for the playoffs. B, you're going to have to play some teams in the D7 playoffs that are really, really good. I'm talking about LeGrand. I'm talking about some of these other schools that you're going to see. Woodland Christian, who's the only team that beat them earlier this year.
Right.
Okay, they both run a similar style offense as does Summerville, so it's only going to help them in their chance for a win a section championship in their division.
Last question, one-word answer for me, Jeremy. 2021 season versus the 2022. What's the difference?
I think it's chemistry.
Chemistry.
Yeah, team chemistry.
Got it. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about that when we come back. It's homecoming night, and this is the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp pregame show.
Our Tree Service is a local family-owned and operated business specializing in meeting fire clearance requirements, hazardous tree removal, and emergency jobs. With over 20 years' experience, our employees are safe, knowledgeable, and professional. Voted 2021's Best of 209 by 209 Multimedia, we're happy to provide our customers with quality work at affordable rates. Proud to offer discounts to veterans. Call today to schedule your free estimate. 209-559-0124. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
This is a commercial. From the video to the sounds of nature, the music, the words on the screen, the transitions, me, the voice saying these words. This is a commercial. Justin Flores Productions. Audio, video, and all your media needs. They make commercials like this one.
Well, part of the all-years reunion, the class of 1997 had something to give to the Summerville team. And here we go. The football and cheer programs, along with the Associated Student Body of Summerville, would like to thank Doug Benton of SMCI and the class of 1997 for donating the new Bear Tunnel, where you will see the Summerville Bears take the field right now, and you'll see them later during the half. Look at this, such the gnarly teeth of the bear. The entire Bears team coming through the smoke, showing off their new prize for homecoming.
Yeah, thank you to Doug Benton. Know him pretty personally, dealt with him a lot in the past. He does a great job of giving back to the community and here to Summerville. So once again, thank you SMCI, Doug Benton, for helping the Bears out there. That's awesome. This is my first chance to get to see it, so that's even better. So I can't wait. I've got 3 minutes left to here before kickoff for homecoming.
Before we cut away, you talked about the one-word answer between last season and this season, and you said chemistry or team chemistry for more of a better definition of it.
Hyphenated.
But, hyphenated, team chemistry. Tell us more about that.
Well, a lot of these players here on the varsity have been playing football together since they were junior Bears, so they've come up together. They've played together from peewees, the midgets or mighty, whatever it's called, novice, junior novice, whatever. And they've got a chance to grow together and be, and now here there is their senior year. They played 5-6 years of football together, and so they're getting to show off what they've learned from all those years together. And 4-0 can't get any better than that, right?
Definitely. This Summerville Bears team, I think you hit the nail right on the head. Chemistry is exactly where it's at. Even some of the backup players that come in, Braylon Leveros, the magician, as we call him, the quarterback, he has right behind him Austin Hike, who does a great job, and Tristan Barajas, too. But Hike, the backup running back, Barajas, the backup quarterback, and everyone in between, even some sophomores who are key essential players for this Bears team show up, and even the seniors like those sophomore players because they do exactly what they're supposed to on the field. And with that, those key players that will take the field to start, Braylon Leveros, Kai Elkins, Dean Tremoloni, the stand-up wide receiver that kind of came out of the blue. He's been with the team the past few years, and receiving-wise, he has all the numbers to prove for it. And then George Henderson, who's another one of those defensive players that shows up. And kick returns. The first 2 games of the season, he had massive kick returns, even one for a touchdown.
No, absolutely. He does a great job on special teams, and that's something that a lot of people overlook is special teams. Huge part of any kind of football game, and especially you got 2 teams that are matched up pretty well. Special teams could be the difference, and George has done a great job of not only running kickoffs back for touchdowns, but also setting things up for the offense. Mm-hmm. One thing I want to see tonight is I know as a coach, Stone Ridge Christian, you're going to try and take away Leveros. Okay, that's the thing. You got to stop him if you're going to slow down this offense. Elkins has always been the guy that's kind of been the guy to take over that and try to help out, but wouldn't be shocked to see a different receiver tonight step up and have a big night against the Stone Ridge Christian Knights.
That's interesting to say because they've only thrown to 4 different receivers all season long, and one of those receivers is 0-2. The other 3 have had quite a few yards and quite a few receptions for them. But let's look more into the team scouting report. You've said a little bit about Stone Ridge Christian, but led by Noah Lund, the quarterback, number 15, 19 of 37 on passing, but only 395 yards with 50% pass completion, an average of 20 yards, which is good, and 6 passing touchdowns. But he does have 1 interception, so a 6-to-1 ratio there. The Bears defense have proven with their free safeties, including Braylon Leveros. He's a quarterback, and he knows what quarterbacks are going to do. He's a threat to Noah Lund.
No, absolutely. And let's not get things confused. Stone Ridge Christian, if they can not throw the football, they're okay with that. They only threw the ball 3 times last week, went 0 of 3, and still put up 48 points on their opponent last week. So they're not going to come out here and play air raid football and throw the ball around. That being said, when they do throw the football, their tight end, Max Friedman, is the guy to watch. And then that's typical with these Cox box offenses. You're going to run the ball, then slip that guy out when everybody's looking for the run and hit him big for the big pass.
Now it's time for the red, white, and blue. If you're at home and you can stand, why not join us? Summerville High's very own Jazz-A-Day Band bringing you the national anthem today for this homecoming night. More into the Stone Ridge Christian offense. We talked about Noah Lund. You mentioned a little bit about the wide receiver tight end, Max Friedman. He has 14 receptions. Everyone else has less than 2 on the team. And then Hector Escoves, 73 carries for 722 yards, average of 10 per carry, averages 144 yards per game, 10 touchdowns, 1 fumble, leads in yards, rushing, scoring, and 2-point conversions. He does it all for the Stone Ridge Christian Knights.
No, absolutely. And then, like I talked about, keys of victory for Stone Ridge stopping Leveros. Obviously, it's got to be the flip side of that is stopping him if you're Summerville. Now, the problem with that is everybody starts keying on him, and that gives a chance for someone else to slip through. Past those linebackers who've got to, like I talked about earlier, got to stay disciplined, or they're going to get beat over the top by Friedman. So that's one of those issues that happen with this kind of a defense of assignments versus Stone Ridge. Also kind of interested to see how Summerville comes out and defends against Stone Ridge. Obviously, Summerville is normally a 4-2-5 type of defense, which is more of a pass defensive defense. A lot of times teams will, against the Cox box, come out in the 5-man front, defensive lineman front. So we'll see what Coach Leveros decides to do here right off the bat as the Knights get the ball.
Dean Tremoloni going to kick us off for a homecoming night. 2-man deep, standing at the 11 to return the kick, and Dean Tremoloni has put a few balls back into the end zone and forced the touchback, which might be smart tonight. Here it is, returning from the 11 on the far side of the field. Trying to go down the middle, taken down at the 30-yard line, and that's where the Knights will start here. And now in our intro, we talked about Coach Dave Woods, who in a story that came out today on the Union Democrat, Coach Leveros said that Woods is probably the most winning coach in Summerville history, which I agree with him. I don't have the exact record on hand, but he is known for bringing the Knights type of offense into the Central Valley of Northern California, and he gave him a few tips. He's on the coaching staff. He gave him a few tips to try to stop it, but even he doesn't know how to stop it.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. I mean, like I said, when I played for him, we ran a similar offense. We had split wide receivers out left and right, but yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that are very difficult to stop if ran correctly.
Pitch to the man in motion, gaining a few yards, push to the ground. And finally, that stop of forward momentum is going to get him about 2 yards. But you mentioned the name, the Cox box.
Yeah, it's just kind of what everybody calls this. I'm not exactly sure where that comes from, but that's the 15 years that I've been coaching. That's kind of what it's always been called and referred to. I'm assuming that's who invented it, but, hey, who knows? The issue with this offense, though, is, look, 3-4 yard gain there sets them up exactly where they want to be. They're not going to be afraid to go for it on 4th and 2, 4th and 1. So it's going to be a huge test for the Bears.
We saw that in the JV game as well. Not afraid to go for it on 4th down. They never punted. They did give it up for turnover on downs a few times as this run gets them the first down. In that Union Democrat article I read today as well, it said that sometimes the head coaches of Summerville call it the Woods box in honor of him, of course, since he brought it up into the northern part of California. Along with that, you mentioned the 4-yard gains. He said, Leveros said, if we can keep them to 2 or 3 yard gains every play, they can do that every single time, and we're going to let them. But unfortunately, they've had a few 4-yard runs already, which is big for the Stone Ridge Christian Knights. But if you'd like to read that full story and many more about the local sports teams, you can follow the Union Democrat on Facebook and sign up on their website as well.
Yeah, nice pitch out that time. A little high, and it was actually almost dropped by Escovez. Only picked up 2. That's where Summerville wants to be, and you see they are in a 5-man defensive front. As you get the chance to see the replay here. Talk about that high pitch. But this is where Summerville wants them. 2-yard gains are okay with Summerville. You can't give up the 7 and 8 yard runs.
2nd and 8 for the Knights. Moving in motion again. And this one faked me out. He's still on his feet at the 50-yard line. Gained about 4 on that one, so it's going to be 3rd and 4 again for the Knights.
Yeah, DeJohn O'Neill there running on that counter, and that's what I talked about. You see that motion go in motion. Linebackers start to flow with the motion. You see everybody's going with that wing guy, and then boom, coming right back at you.
Faked me out and faked our camera guy out too.
On the counter, he picks up a good chunk. Now it's 3rd and about 4. First, Stone Ridge, that's, again, right where they want to be in that situation.
3rd and 4. There's the man in motion. They pitch it out to him, trying to cut up the hole. He does just that, gains the first down, and a little bit extra as they're down at the 42-yard line, making their way deeper into Bear territory.
Yeah, and that's a great example of this offense here. If we get a chance to see that again, the pitch back goes to Escovez here, and then he just gets behind 3 or 4 guys, and they just push. And he's just as tight as he can be to him, All of a sudden, he's 3, 4, 5, 6 yards downfield before anybody can touch him for Summerville.
And you saw Arian Schnabel, number 24, coming up behind him. But when you're already turning your feet like you're supposed to as a running back, if somebody comes up behind you, they have to push you forward. But those blockers keep you straight up.
Yeah, exactly.
First and 10 from the 42. Main in motion from right to left this time. Pitches it out to the far man. Flag flies past the 40-yard line, and then Tristan Barajas flagging him down on the sideline. But remember that flag down at the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a legal block below the waist on one of the offensive linemen. Probably somebody was engaged and they tried to cut him, if we see here. Yeah, kind of saw it there in the corner of the screen. Pretty sure that's what the flag's going to be. Nice design, though. You got the two guys that are pulling out to the right, and they pitch it back to the left. But I do believe that's going to come back on the penalty as we wait here for the discussion.
We saw a lot of this in the junior varsity game as well. All the officials coming together, mentioning what they saw. They're trying to get the play right, which is exactly what you want when you're the football team and the coach and also as the spectator. But sometimes it takes a little bit too long, and it ices the players that are waiting down there, waiting for the next play.
And this actually might get waved off as they discuss it. And they do. They wave it off, so it's going to be a nice run down the left side. Pickup of about 6. Make it 2nd and 4 for Stone Ridge. And just slowly. See, the guy dove, and he can cut. That's perfectly legal. He didn't even hit anybody. So I think he just kind of faked the official out. He thought he was going to get it, but cutting a defensive lineman is perfectly legal in high school. So as long as he's not touched by somebody else, you're good to go. Pickup of big 6 yards makes it 2nd and 4.
It's been all running so far, and that's what we expected, and we expect to see that the rest of the game. Like you said, if they don't need a pass, they're not going to. And here they are now. Noah Lund looking deep downfield. Cornerback Ryan Atkins down on the ground. And touchdown, Stone Ridge Christian Knights. Number 16, Max Friedman, the one and only receiver that we expect to catch the ball. And he does his job, 6-0, striking against the Summerville homecoming team.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was exactly what we talked about in the pregame show. You got the play-action play that they've been running a lot. Everybody does a good job of just playing at the offensive line, and then the tight end slips out there. Guy falls down. Easy completion and touchdown for Lund and Friedman, and now they're going for 2.
This team has only had 1 extra point attempt all season long, and they made it. They're 1 for 1 there. But now that'll be their 14th 2-point conversion. 6 now from Escobar, 3 from Milliken, 2 from O'Neill, and 3 from Wood, Lund, and Morgan, all combined, all rushing 2-point conversions as they add their 14th to the season now. 8-0, Stone Ridge Christian, lead your Bears.
Bear fans, Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Summerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry-level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
Stone Ridge Christian Knights on the season have scored 192 points, make it 200 with that score now, and only 66 points scored against them. And for Summerville, a little less of points, and in the opposite direction, 147 points scored for and 72 against, and then make it 80 with the score from Stone Ridge Christian. But now we're going to see the Summerville Bear offense for the first time tonight. Through their first 3 games, Leveros was 17 of 24 for passing for 343 yards, but he also rushed 32 times for 457 yards. He, like you said, the one and only player that if Stone Ridge can stop, this might be a game for Stone Ridge and upset the Bears.
No, absolutely, and I love what they did there. They didn't really onside kick it. It was more of a squib kick, but it was a chance for them to go get the football because they're going to know, hey, at some point our special teams isn't going to match up with Summerville. We're going to have to create some kind of turnover on special teams if we're going to be victorious tonight. Take a shot right there. Didn't come up with it. Now your defense has got to answer.
From the pistol, Leveros fakes the handoff, takes it himself, needs the speed, taken down by the horse collar, bumps up and stays on his feet past the 50-yard line. And a beautiful gain for the Summerville Bears as they gain 11 yards. Could have got called for that horse collar tackle. You saw the hand go in the shoulder pads, but an extra player came over, bumped Leveros straight up, and we've talked about this before. He actually said that I like it when people come over and try to help on a tackle because that means I'm going to stay up and keep going for more yardage, and he does just that there on the first play from scrimmage for the Bears. 1st and 10 again for the Summerville Bears. 3-man left side. Elkins behind him. Leveros hands it off to Kai Elkins, pushes forward, and he gains 6 yards on his first carry of the night. Make it 2nd and 4.
No, absolutely. Great job there by the right side of the Bears offensive line, just moving people out of the way. And Elkins running hard tonight here. As you see the replay here, takes the handoff, turns and says, I'm not afraid to make some contact. I'll try and run somebody over. Gets an extra yard and a half out of it.
And here's a big difference between the offensive for the Knights. We saw that it could be one Bear that takes down the Knight to get him down, but he has all the blockers. For Summerville, it takes 4 players to take down Kai Elkins and most likely Braylon Leveros. Here is Austin Hike. Quick pass to the flat. He breaks free down the left sideline. Beautiful yardage gain. What could have been a loss of yards. Austin Hike takes over and says, no, we're not going to have that. This is homecoming, and this is our field.
Yeah, pass was a little bit behind him. It may even go down technically as a run. We'll see here. He throws it. Yeah, it's going to go down technically as a run because it went backwards. Regardless, Hike gets out there, makes a couple guys miss, and I'll tell you this. Coached him in baseball. He can fly. So if he gets an open space, he's going to take off. Good job there of him of getting positive yards and getting up the sideline.
Showing that pistol, one receiver, both sides. It's Dean Tremoloni at the bottom, Austin Hike at the top. Kai Elkins, of course, the lone running back. He gets the ball hit after he crosses the line and marches forward for 8 yards. And I think a flag came out a little bit late on the tackle. So right now it stands at 2nd and 2, but at the same time, the referee's going to concur and see what this flag was about. Maybe you can see it for us.
Yeah, not quite sure. Might be a late hit there. Regardless, I love the way Elkins is running the football right now. He just get it, driving his legs, running with power. He knows, hey, this is my last homecoming. I'm going to make it count. Big opportunity here for him tonight to kind of show the Motherlode League as there's other teams in the Motherlode League here tonight right over our shoulders watching the game just like Summerville was last week over at another school. So, chance for them to show the coaches, hey, when we play you guys in a few weeks, got to look for me too and not just Leveros.
Illegal helmet-to-helmet contact on Stone Ridge. A little late hit led to that, which makes it 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Here's Leveros following Kai Elkins, hits the edge and taken down. That's a great stop by the Knights, especially doing that so early.
Yeah, Brock Richards comes up, and that time, much better job of playing assignment football. He has the outside contain. As you look, he comes up, sheds the blocker, gets rid of him, and then makes a tackle. If you can make that play for Stone Ridge, you're going to have a chance tonight of slowing down Leveros.
Summerville staying in that huddle just a little bit longer. Usually when they do this, it's a play that you're not expecting, even though you should expect it. Which is kind of odd theory when you think about it. But here he goes with the tight end on the left, 2 receivers right. Leveros spins, fakes, throws right. Dean Tremoloni, the reception, hit by his own player. Breaks it inside the 10 and down at the 7-yard line. Dean Tremoloni gets another reception, and he is now 7 of 8.
Yeah, a little tunnel screen here. They run a play action, fake the handoff, and he runs into his own guy, kind of blows up the play a little bit. Nice job there by the corner, though, coming up and forcing the action for Stone Ridge. Big play here for the Knights, 3rd and 7.
Looks like they're overloading the right side. Leveros is going to try to take advantage. Rolling, looking to throw. He has one blocker, cuts upfield, tries to do the work himself. He's down at the 5-yard line. And it's going to be 4th and short for the Summerville Bears deep in the Knight territory.
Yeah, and I expect Coach Leveros to go ahead and go for this. It's going to be 4th and about 3 as we see Leveros roll out, looking to throw, nothing there. Good coverage by the Knights in the secondary. Staying with their receivers, being disciplined. And now it's 4th, and we're going to actually be 4, so it's a little bit further.
Of course, you're shooting for that end zone, but all you need to do is get inside that 1-yard line. That's your main goal right now, just at least get 4 yards.
Yeah, and if you're Stone Ridge here, I got to key Leveros. Yes, everybody's like, oh, it's 4th and 4, you're going to throw it. I wouldn't be shocked to see him run the ball here.
Linebackers moving over to the right side, going to favor that edge, and Leveros looking around. That's not a good sign for Stone Ridge. We've seen that plenty of times before. As soon as Leveros looks, he has options, and he has a receiver. 2 feet in, touchdown, Summerville. Answers right back after the huge gain for Stone Ridge. And now Dean Tremoloni getting another touchdown. No, excuse me, that's Austin Hike, number 2.
Yeah, and that time what they did is they rolled Leveros out, gave him a run-pass option. It's you got 2 receivers. You got 1-2-me is what it's called. So you're looking for the first receiver, not there. Going to your second receiver, boom, he's open. Throw it to him. Nice job of getting it where only he can make the catch. Touchdown, Bears.
Austin Hike, his second receiving touchdown of the season. And now with Stone Ridge, of course, always going for 2. We know they're probably not going to kick a PAT. They're going to have those extra blockers there because Dean Tremoloni has been blocked twice throughout the beginning of the season and trying to avoid that here with the extra point attempt being good. An 8-7 score. The Stone Ridge Christian Knights get the ball back, leading by 1.
Hello, Bears fans. Black Oak Casino Resort is very proud to help bring you tonight's live streaming of the Summerville Bears football game. If you haven't been to Black Oak Casino Resort recently, now is the time to come by and check us out. Whether you enjoy the entertainment at Willow Creek Lounge, the 5-star RV park, the beautiful Black Oak Hotel and Conference Center, the bowling alley and family fun center, all the games our casino offers, or the fine dining at Seven Sisters Restaurant, it's all there waiting for you. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Nate's Tree Service is here tonight to bring you Bears football. They specialize in comprehensive tree maintenance and removal. The skilled arborists and staff at Nate's Tree Service have over 30 years experience serving residential and commercial clients in Amador, Calaveras, Tuolumne, and Mariposa counties. They bring their unique understanding of the trees of the western slope of the Sierra to a wide range of tasks related to tree health, maintenance, and removal.
Austin Hike, his second receiving touchdown of the season. Pass, of course, from the one and only Braylon Leveros. They go for the extra point instead of the 2-point conversion. Here's another look at that touchdown. 2 receivers there, and it just happened to be Austin Hike. But going for that PAT puts them down by 1, which isn't bad as long as they can stop the Knights from attempting another one. Fumbled ball near the 10-yard line, and a huge tackle. The stop made by number 58, Tristan Tarter, another one of those leading defensive players. We always talk about Elkins, we talk about Slater, and we talk about Hardy, but Tristan Tarter, kind of that lone wolf on the backside where he gets those tackles like this one that make big statements.
No, absolutely. We talked about special teams being a huge impact tonight, and so far, another check mark for the Summerville kickoff coverage team. We'll see if their defense now can slow down the Knights as they kind of just systematically move the ball down the field the first drive of the game. And again, that's kind of going to happen here with these kind of offenses is you're going to slowly move the ball down the field on defense. You're just trying to force them into creating a mistake, which helps you out.
Back in the Cox box, exactly 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Have that man in motion. They pitch it out to him. And hit by 2 different pairs, it'll be a gain of 1. Now, Jeremy, let's look at the opponents that both of these teams have faced. Starting off the season for Stone Ridge Christian, Waterford. They beat them 51-27. That's a huge victory for them. And Summerville played the same team, but by a lesser margin, 48-21. Why would that be the case for Stone Ridge, which seemed to be somewhat of a lower team, beat a team like Waterford by a higher margin?
Stone Ridge and Waterford play each other frequently. I mean, in the playoffs and in the Division 7 preseason, so it's not really a shock to see them have maybe a better scouting report against them. Also, who knows? I mean, Summerville could have had some issues and not taken advantage of some plays. Just one of those things where numbers-wise, it really doesn't. You can't really go, hey, we beat them by 30. They beat us by 32. Hey, a win's a win in football. You just kind of chalk it up and move on. Great defensive play there by the Bears, cutting down the runner for a loss in the backfield. So now this is where Stone Ridge doesn't want to be. They don't like the 3rd and 12. They'd rather be 3rd and 4. So wouldn't be shocked to see some kind of a counter, reverse, something like that in the safe-ish range for Stone Ridge.
3rd and 11. Man moving from left to right. Ball's in the hands of Noah Lunn. He breaks from one tackle, goes down the right sideline, and a huge tackle by Kai Elkins. We know he's a beast offensively and sacrificing his body just to make the stop, make it 4th and long.
Yeah, that was a broken play. It was supposed to be that counter again. As you see the guy come in motion, the handoff was going to the running back there, Escovez, but he got almost tackled before the play even started. So Lund just took it and said, hey, I'm going to go where the ball was supposed to go. And now it's a big situation here, 4th down and 8. We know Stone Ridge doesn't like to punt the football. So we'll see what they end up doing here. Wouldn't be shocked to see some kind of a hard count.
If Summerville keeps their cool and gets the ball back this deep in the territory, it's going to be hard for Stone Ridge to do anything. But they punt anyway, and thought I saw a flag fly somewhere. Maybe I'm just saying things, but the ball picked up inside Bear territory at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that time what they did is they lined up in a spread formation and then just backed the quarterback up, quick kicked. That way Summerville didn't have a chance to get anybody back to return it, so you're going to get the maximum distance on the punt. It did hit roll, gave it about 5-yard roll. So again, now Summerville takes over great field position once again. Last time they took over the 40, now they're at their own 44. So positive for special teams once again for Summerville. We'll see what they take advantage of it on this drive.
Everything's been working for him so far. Leveros got stopped on a 1-yard run, but everything else, multiple yardage gains. And here goes Elkins again. Deep into night territory, 30-yard line, takes the hit, eats it, and down at the 21. Kai Elkins flies through, and there's a flag placed at the 46 of the Bears.
Yeah, I believe that one's coming back here on some kind of illegal block. We'll see here. Look like a block in the back coming in from our wide receiver. Yep, that's the call, illegal block in the back against the Bears. So great job of running for Elkins, but all for naught.
2 minutes, 31 seconds. More of the Stone Ridge opponents through the season. Justin Garza, which, Jeremy, you're familiar with this team out of Fresno. They played Sonora High a few weeks ago, and Justin Garza, first-year team. But despite the huge win against Waterford, they only won by 2 against this new team.
Yeah, but Justin Garza, I mean, yeah, Sonora handled them pretty well. However, they have some athletes. And they have a lot of players. I mean, we're looking at 19 guys here for Stone Ridge. Garza dressed up, I believe it was 42 against Sonora last week and 60 on the JV level. So they have a lot of players. They have some players down there in the Fresno area. Not a shock to see that be a closer game than maybe some would have thought. But, you know, hey, Stone Ridge got the win. That's all that matters for them.
And then their only loss of the season, Woodland Christian, you already talked about it a little bit. Only a 7-point loss. Of course, you're going to be sad about it, but nothing to be ashamed of.
No, Woodland Christian lost in the section finals last year to LeGrand up at Hughes Stadium. So, again, and they're perennially in the top 2-3 teams in the D7. So not a big loss there as we see a reverse here for the Bears.
Dean Trimoloni following behind Braylon Leveros, takes a huge hit, gains a little bit of yards, but not enough for what the Bears wanted on a play like that. He ran probably 30 yards just to gain 4.
Yeah, great job there by Escovez on the play. He was a cornerback out there, and he saw it coming the whole way. He's looking, boom, I have Al-Qaeda contain. Oh, I'm just going to slide, shuffle. Oh, quarterback made the block, but not necessarily did a lot, and then comes in making the tackle was Max Friedman out of his defensive position. So good job there. Back to a 3rd and 10 now for Summerville. We'll see if Stone Ridge can get them off the field here on 3rd down. Be a huge play for them. Well, as we go under a minute left to go in the first quarter of play.
Kyle Curran's going to go out as a receiver on the right side along with Dean Trimoloni, top of the screen. Along with Bryce Leveros. Here's a quick pass to Kai Elkins. Breaks free, cuts around. Taking hit after hit past the 50-yard line, and they're close to the first down marker, but it's going to be about 4th and 3. What's the situation for Summerville?
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you can try and draw them off sides. You see here they fake the screen one way, come back with the other way, and I thought Summerville got away with a block in the back again there by Curran, but coming up to make the play was Carson Lund, the sophomore, brother of the quarterback, and he makes a play, keeps it to a 4th and 2. 15 seconds left. Like I said, you can get up there, try and draw them off sides. If they don't jump, let them go to the end of the quarter and don't lose anything. We'll see. With Summerville, again, a little confusion.
Oh, and there it is. Got the movement. That's going to be a free 5 yards and a first down. And a huge mistake as the zeros hit the clock a second after.
Yeah, absolutely. Giovanni Fuentes jumps off sides from his nose guard position, and that's going to drive the coaches crazy. Ball's right in front of you. If it doesn't move, don't move.
Summerville breaks free from this one. Second quarter coming up with an 8-7 score.
Caldwell Insurance, our local team, is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Visit Tuolumne County's proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra outdoor adventures. You can enjoy endless outdoor recreation, state and local parks, sightseeing, stargazing, history, shopping, wine and cider tastings, relaxation, and more.
4th and 2 for the Summerville Bears. Get the defense to jump off sides, which leads to a fresh set of downs and a first down, and they forgot to move the field, so Summerville should be going from right to left, and Stone Ridge Christian playing defense on that left side.
Okay, there's all kinds of confusion because the chains, I thought they were in the right spot. Oh, we're going to have one on time down because of the offsides. Okay. Penalty on the defense. Quarter can't end on that. So we got one on time down. That's what we're getting set up here for.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Summerville. Like you said, an untimed down since there was the false start or offsides on Stone Ridge Christian. So this clock will not start on this one. But the Bears have one more opportunity as Kai Elkins gets the fake and a pass to Kyle Curran. Only his second reception of the season, and it's a good one for 13 yards. And now they will switch the field from there and start the second quarter with 12 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to put the ball at about the 30-yard line. So another positive there for Summerville to end the first quarter of play. However, if you look at the scoreboard, it's 8-7. Stone Ridge Christian still has a lead at the end of the first quarter.
Kyle Curran, they've only targeted him, I believe, 3 times. That's his second reception. One of those, he got tackled at the 1-yard line, which I felt kind of bad about. When you're that close, you can smell the end zone. It's right there. You just need that tip of the ball to touch the white line. But he didn't do it on that one. So it's good to see him getting the ball back, especially as the senior tight end, defensive end.
No, absolutely. And that's one of those things where you kind of wish you were another 2 inches, 3 inches taller just to get that extra reach. Instead, you don't. But, like you said, he's had a positive so far. He's made a big block that set up a big play and then makes the catch there. So we talked about maybe another receiver besides Tremoloni coming out and making plays for the Bears. So far it's been Hike and Curran.
Kyle Curran. That's right. We have a few special announcements for you. A special shout-out to Reese and Jordan Wynn, 2 of the best offensive line, defensive line players that Summerville has had. It is their birthday today on homecoming night, so happy birthday to them. Also, Cody Machado and family, thank you for watching. And then also the back-to-back 2-time Motherlode League MVP, CIF All-State player from Summerville, and all of his friends watching from Ventura, David Woods. Thank you for tuning in and watching Bears football, your alma mater, of course. You're welcome here on homecoming night, especially with the all-years reunion. Here's Braylon Leveros looking deep into the end zone, one-on-one pass interference, a clear call there, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty from the 30-yard line. So the Bears first down from the 15.
Yeah, and that time, number 7, Aiden Skeets, he got beat and then he just kind of panicked. Okay, so knowing the rules in high school football, you can touch the receiver, you can push the receiver, you can grab the receiver until the ball's in the air. He just kind of freaks out here and runs right into the receiver. If he turns around, he probably picks the ball. It's underthrown, okay, by 3 to 5 yards. If he turns around and just makes the play, he probably picks it, and there's nobody within 15, 20 yards of him. He could have had a decent return. Instead, he just saw the receiver's hands go up and goes, uh-oh, panics. Hands go up, runs into the receiver. Easy first down for Summerville. Another shout-out, Alex Tasker, one of our NorCal Sports TV guys. He texted me earlier, said, hey, I'm going to be watching tonight. He usually does the Sonora High football games. He's off week tonight, so he's back at his home in Sonora watching us tonight as well.
And Taylor Rector, of course.
Taylor.
NorCal Sports TV employee as well. Thanks for tuning in. If you'd like, in the comments section, tell us where you're watching from tonight. And while you're there, like and subscribe to NorCal Sports TV. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all the socials. You can find us, NorCal Sports TV.
Nice job there by the running back for the Bears, because coming through untouched was Brock Richards for the Knights. Had a chance to blow that play in the backfield. Instead, Elkins just kind of sidesteps away and gets up at positive yards.
George Henderson going to come off the field for Summerville. And at this point, 2nd and 8, deep in the Knight territory. I assume you just keep running the ball, but Summerville has had a few different plans from what we thought would happen, especially seeing them in their first 4 games. Leveros in the pistol. Fakes the handoff. Kyle Curran wide open again. There's that receiver you talked about. Kyle Curran, touchdown, Summerville.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it was a situation where the defensive end loses contain because he saw the fake. He comes down, gets Leveros around the outside, and then nobody's covering the tight end. We talked about the tight end on Stone Ridge. Summerville tight end say, hey, now, you're going to talk about tight ends. Here I come slipping through, wide open. Easy touchdown there for him as he loses the ball, but he has passed the goal line. So easy touchdown for that tight end, number 99, Kyle Curran.
Kyle Curran, perfect receiving on the season, 3 of 3, and gets his first receiving touchdown. And here's Dean Tremoloni for the extra point. This one's good as well. 14-8. Summerville, 2 possessions, 2 scores. Stone Ridge gives it away. Now it's a 14-8 lead for the Summerville Bears.
Ranch Casino is a proud sponsor of the Summerville Bears Quarterback Club, and they support Summerville High student athletes. By working together, Chicken Ranch Casino believes we can all help elevate each and every student athlete's game, both on the field and in the classroom.
Lupo. It's a name synonymous with real estate in Tuolumne County and has been for more than 30 years. The latest member of the Lupo family to join the Tuolumne County real estate family is LeAnn Lupo at Keller Williams Agency. LeAnn is a Tuolumne County native and knows how special the place we call home is. A hard worker who truly cares about her clients. LeAnn is a special talent. And LeAnn is a Summerville High School graduate and huge Bears supporter, so give her a call and see what she can do to help you. If you see her around town, please thank her for helping to make tonight's live stream possible.
Summerville Bears 14, Stone Ridge Christian Knights 8. Live from Thorstead Field, Levi Flores, Jeremy Hurtado, a special homecoming as it's Summerville's 111th birthday. We mentioned it before. I'm class of 2019, your class of 1997, and all these seniors, the class of 2023, and they'll look back in the future years, thanks to NorCal Sports TV, about their football careers in high school, and look back at these moments right now.
Great job there of return by Aiden Skeets. Got a flag down again, as that could cost Stone Ridge some more yardage there as number 8, Phoenix Barajas, comes up, makes a tackle on special teams for the Bears. We'll see what that is all about, but you see there on the replay, Barajas comes in, makes a tackle.
Could be a possible late hit by Summerville, just ensuring that he will be taken down.
Helmet contact. So big 15-yarder. So we talked about special teams earlier for Summerville. This time, advantage goes to Stone Ridge as they get to take the ball over at their own 42-yard line. Something about this left side of the field. Every kickoff return has been plus 40 so far, 3 for 3. And Stone Ridge has a chance to come out here and try and answer as they come out in their 4 wide receiver set.
Now, whatever Summerville did defensively last time that they didn't do on that first possession, they need to do it again and stop the Stone Ridge offense. Because if you don't, they're going to score every single time, and that's almost guaranteed. If you don't make them fumble, get an interception, which would be rare against this team, they're going to score every time. That's just that type of game.
No, it's one of those difficult offenses to stop, and even they're on the 4 wide receiver set here. You know, everybody says, oh, they're going to throw the football. I wouldn't be shocked to see Lund take it and just run behind those offensive linemen. He's got a fullback in there as well. So just because they're in the spread doesn't mean they're going to throw the football.
Here he is looking to throw now. Wide open receiver. And it's Rye Atkins with a huge tackle at the 48-yard line flying in. He said, I missed the first one. It's not going to happen again. That was number 7, Aiden Skeen, with the reception.
Yeah, that's an easy just little hitch there. Saw the defender playing off, runs the hitch in front of him. Good job of Atkins coming out and making the tackle, but playing 12 to 15 yards off, almost afraid to just get ran by. I mean, that's an easy pitch and catch if you're the Stone Ridge Christian Knights there. Just throw the hitch to the receiver on the outside. We'll see if they continue that, or looks like they go back to the traditional offensive set for them.
2nd and 4, and the linebackers for Summerville itching, trying to get inside and get a tackle. Here's Esquives. He has a huge hole, and if it's not for that one player, he would have been gone for a touchdown, but there is another flag at the 50-yard line.
No, absolutely. And that time, I believe they're going to get number 10, Dejan O'Neill, for the hold. You see it here on the replay as a little quick pitch out. You got 4 defenders out there, and then grabs him and pulls him down right there on Barajas.
Yep.
And it was really unnecessary. He was already past him. He didn't need to grab him and yank him. It's one of those things where, as a sophomore, you just kind of forget sometimes where things are, and you panic and you grab, and you're like, hey, I got to get this block. Coach is shouting at me, I got to get this block, and then you panic, reach out, grab someone, pull them down, and instead of 1st and 10 at the Summerville 40, you're now back 2nd and 11 at your own 41-yard line.
Few more shout-outs. Sue Bondurant, of course, watching from Murphy's. Thank you for tuning in, a loyal Bear supporter. Mikey D, watching from Ohio. Thank you for tuning in. We know you miss home, and we miss you too. And whoever rock and roll is watching from Visalia, thank you for tuning in.
Another nice run there by the Knights again as Esquives gets up and cuts down about to a 7. It's the 3rd, and we'll call it 7. Hardy comes up, makes the tackle. According to the PA announcer, it looked like it was Tristan Tarter coming in from behind who actually got most of the credit for the tackle there for Summerville.
Last time Stone Ridge was in this position, Summerville made a huge stop, forced him to punt, which they don't like to do. We'll see if they can do the same. Handoff to Esquives, moving from right to left. He gets good yardage and a big tackle, but he gets the first down and plenty of yardage as they're in the Bears side of the field.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed there on that play at least is Summerville's back to the 4-man defensive line front instead of the 5-man that they were in earlier. More of a traditional thing. Now they're almost in a 4-4. They got linebackers coming up, and they're just kind of dancing around a couple yards off the line of scrimmage, looking to come up and make a tackle. So just little difference, nuances, and now they're back into like more of a 5-2 look on this play. So it could have been just because it was a 3rd and long. Things you look for, though, in your scouting report for Summerville.
Esquives gets the pitch again, gains 4 yards. And like you said, that's what they're looking for. 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards, first down. Do it again and again and again.
No, absolutely. And like I said, they don't care if it's time of possession. They don't care about that. Hey, we're going to try and just keep pushing. All of a sudden you look up and the half's order, the quarter's order, and you're down by a couple scores.
Pitch out to the man in motion, the tight end, number 3. He's going to be close to that marker. That's Micah Milliken, who is the 2nd leading rusher on the team. 36 carries for nearly 400 yards. Averages more on a run than Esquives, but at the same time, Esquives has twice as many carries, so it doesn't mean that much. But another good run for him.
No, and it's a little thing, though, as you look at number 47 there that time for the Knights, Regan Morgan. If he stays on his block there, it probably allows the running back to cut off the left side down the sideline to the house. Instead, he hits the guy and then lets go, and then that guy makes a tackle. So little things coaches look for. This time he gets rewarded with the handoff for the first down, though.
It was 3rd and 1, and it looked like he might be stopped shorter even right at the line. And, yep, they're going to give him that yardage. Salaya there on the tackle. And one other thing about the offense of the Knights is Noah Lund, the quarterback, basically just facilitates the team. They don't use him for passing that much. Like I said, only 37 passes through their 5 games so far. But he is also the 3rd leading rusher on the team with 22 carries with an average of 7 per run and 154 yards a game. But he hasn't ran it himself yet today. Early whistle, and the flag is going to fly on Summerville's side, so this might be some free yardage for the Knights.
Yeah, offsides against Summerville, so someone lined up offsides. There is what that means, and that might be a good thing because that counter looked like it might have had some yards. Regardless, you look at it here. Yeah, it's actually, I think it's Celaya that lands up offsides on that left tackle position. So brings up a 1st and 5 now, and here's a situation where Stone Ridge, you're playing against a team that's better, and on paper, bigger, better. You might go play action pass here.
Let's see if you're right. It's 1st and 5. Noah Lund doing just that. Bootlegs out to the right side. Defense trying to catch him. And a huge tackle by Logan Slater. A loss of a few yards, and Logan Slater strikes again.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job there by Slater. But if you look on the replay, this wingback tight end, number 40, is wide open. And I know he's pressured, and I know all that, but coaches are in the booth right now marking that down, saying, hey, if we roll that guy out again and we could throw it back across the grain, nobody was within 30 yards of that tight end. Someone on both sides right now, several coaches are screaming, hey, we got to make sure we stay with our guy. And then on the Stone Ridge side, they're saying, hey, put a little asterisk next to that and remember that for later. We'll come back to that. So, love watching the coaching battles happen here as it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of 6 on the tackle for Logan Slater. Here's Escoves moving from right to left. He has 4 blockers in front of him and taken down by the shoestrings at the 30-yard line. That was close to being gone again.
Yeah, great job there by Tristan Barajas. He does a good job of getting off the block and doesn't make the most physically bone-crushing tackle, but he gets away from the guy, and it actually might have been 33, George Henderson that came in and got the hand on the rack and said, regardless, between the two of them, they were able to get the running back down, and now it's a 3rd and 5-ish for Stone Ridge. 2-down territory for the Knights for sure.
Lund looks to his right side. That's Milliken, the tight end. He's going to move in motion. He gets the pitch. He cuts upfield. He gains some good yardage, and I think they're going to be back near that 1st down. You're calling for it.
So yeah, 1st down. He got to the line of the 25-yard line. That's where he had to get to. And again, you see here, it's just a pitch. He gets behind his guys and just kind of rides the wave up. And they're going to say it's short, which, I don't know. But regardless, it's 4th and a half a yard. Don't be shocked to see the little handoff to the fullback. What makes that so hard is on this offense is that fullback is so close to the quarterback. Okay, he can actually touch him. So you take the snap, you just hand right or left, and it's so quick it's hard for the defense to even find the ball and who it is. You could fake it to him. You could also just follow him. We'll see what they do here.
And that's why they have the linebackers so close to the line, fill those gaps, and they did exactly what you're saying, and they definitely got the yardage they needed there. Noah Lund's helmet comes off, too, last second there. Or actually, that was number 50. Colton Neal's helmet came off at the very end there, and it was number 47, Reagan Morgan, with the carry. But we've seen time after time Escoves, Milliken going around the edge, and it looks like they have the entire field to just troll and go into the end zone. But at the last second, one Bear gets one hand on him, and they knock him down, and that's where they stop the play. What can the Knights do in order to get that play to work and get those big yards?
It is really just it's staying on your block. You get to the initial contact, you got to drive your feet and run with the defender.
Here's Escoves. He breaks free from Slater. George Henderson tackled down at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, great job there by Escoves. Again, that time he was able to get off the block, or get around the defender rather, get to the outside, as we'll see here on the replay. He gets up there into those guys, and then boom, no one's there, slips outside, forces it down inside the 5. But the bigger concern right now for Stone Ridge Christian, I think, is Max Friedman was down there, and he comes off the field. They're do everything tight end on the sideline right now. Hopefully he's okay and can come back in the game for Stone Ridge, but you look at the clock, and it's tick, 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 doing exactly what they want right now for Stone Ridge, just slowing things down.
Noah Lund back under center. Escoves gets the ball and the flag.
Again,
flies out.
Summerville lines up off sides. Going to give him half this to the goal here. And it's just one of those things where Summerville's trying to just get in the gaps and get as close as you can to try and take away the angles. But you can't line up over the football. I mean, that's just the way it works in football. It's hard to tell there on our cameras because they're down there in that end zone, but the official's looking right down the line of scrimmage, and if he sees the helmet over the football, he knows, hey, it's offsides on the defense. And again, now we're down 2 yards. Perfect opportunity to go back to the fullback here just on a real quick hitter if they choose for the Knights.
It's Reagan Morgan right behind Noah Lund. Escoves on the move. Don't know who has the ball, but the referee is marking him short at the 1.
Yeah, that was a pitch back to Escoves, and he gets down to the 1 yard line, cuts it down, makes it 2nd and goal from the 1. And again, that's just a pitch to the left, following everybody. Quarterback almost gets in the way that time. It's one of those things with this kind of offense is the quarterback is usually a blocker. I mean, he gets out, he pitches it. Dave Woods, you talked about him earlier, he did a great job of he'd pitch it and then he'd get upfield and try and lead the way and get a block for his running backs. That time the quarterback pitched it and was like, I'm getting out of the way. I'm not involved in this. So not usual in these kind of offenses to see that. Usually the quarterback's one of those guys that goes up and leads the way. This time maybe it was setting something up. You never know.
Christian, thank you for watching from Chico. Eric from Salinas. Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV, brought to you by all of our phenomenal local sponsors, including Black Oak Casino Resort. If you're nearby, go ahead, check out the casino after the game. Well, 14-8, the Bears lead the Stone Ridge Christian Knights. And a little bit of talking going on the field between the officials and the booth. Here they go back down under center. It's Lund. Escoves on the move. Touchdown this time. Official call from the sideline judge. Add an extra 6, and a Bear comes up with the ball. Logan Slater has it at the end of the play there. Not exactly sure what happened after the fact, but that sideline judge put up the hands.
Yeah, that time you see on the better job of the Lund leads his way through the hole, able to follow him, and once you break the plane of the ball, it doesn't matter. You can lose the football, which happened there, and now it's 14-14, pinning the extra point here by Stone Ridge Christian.
Bears need to stop these 2-point conversion attempts. Summerville already has that advantage after stopping them one time. But Stone Ridge Christian, with these 2-point attempts, can quickly make the game in their favor again. And this time it doesn't look like he's going to do it, but he does with the help of his line. Number 47, Reagan Morgan, pulls in number 10, Dejan O'Neill.
Yeah, and so there's going to be a discussion here. So the Bush push, as everybody knows, you can push forward, but I'm not sure that you can pull him into the end zone. We're going to have to see what this comes up. As you saw in the replay there, 10 was grabbing him and pulling him forward. Yep, that's going to be the call, aiding, so it's going to be no good. You can push him, but you can't pull him forward.
So with that, a 14-14 game. It's tied up with 2 minutes, 45 seconds left, and the Bears will get the ball in just a moment.
Bears fans, Nate Saw Mower is pleased to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. They're your go-to retailer when you need a steel project to do the job, at home or at work. Visit their store, where friendly, knowledgeable staff will assist you in finding the right steel for the job, whether it's a chainsaw, blower, trimmer, pressure washer, or anything in between. Nate's Saw Mower on Longeway Road in Sonora. Levitt United Insurance Services offers quality insurance coverage, a high level of professional service, and a long-term relationship. They have several locations throughout California to serve your needs, including Elk Grove, Lodi, Napa, Roseville, Sonora, Walnut Creek, and Minden, Nevada. As independent agents, they'll research rates and coverage from top insurance companies to find the best insurance rates and insurance plans for you. They do the shopping and comparing, so you can save time and money.
A lucky break for the Summerville Bears. Jeremy, why don't you just take us through that?
So the way I understand it is kind of a weird rule. Up until a couple years ago, you couldn't even push the help him. It's called aiding, however you want to look at it. Once the ball was handed off to someone, you couldn't help push him forward. Now you can get your offensive lineman to push him forward, but you see right there, The fullback grabs him and pulls him backwards and helps him, and that's illegal. It's just a quirk in the rule, I guess, is how you look at it. Regardless, it takes 2 points away from Stone Ridge Christian. It could be huge later on. And we'll see how things play out.
Sometimes referees either don't know those rules or they're just not used enough.
Yeah,
that they don't understand
once every 3 years.
Exactly, and it just happened to be called tonight. So a great job by the referees. Even though you hate it if you're the Stone Ridge Christian Knights crowd and team, that is the rule. Unfortunately for them, I would have liked it not called if Summerville did it, but that's just what happened. Here's another squib kick, bounces up into the hands of one of the front men. It's Jaden Hardy. Nearly lost that one with a odd tackle, and Hardy gets flung down at the 36-yard line. It might be the first time he's touched the ball all season long.
Yeah, and Brock Richards there comes up, makes a good play on special teams for Stone Ridge. You see Hardy, he got the ball in his hands. He's like, hey, I'm going to try and do something with this. Almost loses it there, switches hands, and then Richards says, hey, you're going down right now.
He's one of the strongest men on the field out there. You see him with just how he blocks and how he tackles people. Hits them hard, and even without a lot of launch to him, he just hits them, and they go down fast.
No, absolutely. Hardy, another baseball player. He does a good job of making plays at his linebacker position at that time. Good job of just securing the ball for the Bears.
Bears scored on their first 2 possessions, look to do the same. Here's Braylon Leveros. Huge hole straight down the middle of the field. Breaks free, has a lot of room to run past the 40, the 30. Trying to get past the defenders, and inside the 20 he goes with one play into the red zone. Braylon Leveros and the Summerville Bears, who only had 2 minutes and 45 seconds to score, nearly did it in one play in 20 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just a quarterback draw. He just fakes like he's going to throw out to the right. Takes it. There was never a chance he was letting go of the ball. And, again, just missed tackle. Finally, Escobar is able to go get him and corral him inside the 20-yard line all the way down to 18. But a huge play there for Summerville. Clock rolling, 2:15 left to go here in the first half of play. You know what that means, don't you? It's almost fireworks time.
Almost fireworks time. That's right. It is homecoming once again. A lot of special activities throughout the school, and the homecoming queen will be crowned. And the homecoming king, if I remember his name correctly, Dave.
Danner Poe.
I'm sorry. I had the D right.
Yep.
Here we go from the pistol. Leveros again after the huge run, probably winded, but still needs to lead his offense. And he's got to run it again. Hits the line, tries breaking, stays on his feet. And the stop of forward momentum is going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. But Braylon Leveros upset with the referees and the officiating staff. He never got taken down. He still stayed up. But the referee did make the right call because they did hold him for that certain amount of time where you just need to blow the whistle and say this one's dead.
Yeah, it's just forward progress. I mean, you don't want anybody hurt. He's not going forward. Even though Leveros is like, hey, I'm still good. But regardless, good situation here. Summerville's got plenty of timeouts left. They got 3. 1:10 and counting left to go here. No hurry for the Bears.
Trent Miller just went out on the field, and they brought Dean Trimoloni off. A little bit of a different stance. They have, I believe that's Bryce Leveros at the top of your screen, Austin Hike at the bottom, and then back in the pistol for 2nd and 9. Less than a minute to play. Leveros hands off to Elkins, pitches it back out. Leveros looking deep into the end zone, one-on-one. Leveros with the flag, and they're going to mark him short just shy of the end zone. No! Touchdown, Summerville! Bryce Leveros escapes the pass interference and scores another 6 with the clock ticking down at 46 seconds.
Yeah, special play there. The flea flicker, hand off to Elkins. He took 2 steps and then turns and gives it back to Leveros. One of those things that either goes real good and everybody's happy, or it looks real bad and you don't get it. Regardless, you got the pass interference again as the cornerback again just kind of got a little excited over there and runs into the younger Leveros, Bryce. But Summerville comes away with a huge score here right before the end of the first half as they look to take a lead into halftime.
There's a lot of time left on the clock, 46 seconds, and for the Bears, most of their possessions have been less than 2 minutes, whether they give it up or if they score. But 46 seconds for the Stone Ridge Christian Knights is not a lot of time. They usually need about 6 minutes just to score 1 touchdown, so we'll see what their plan is when we come back. 21-14, the Summerville Bears lead. You're watching Homecoming Night on NorCal Sports TV.
You in need of a $12 haircut? Well, Dan is back and balder than ever, but that doesn't mean he gives bad haircuts. Visit Dan's Barbershop at 14751 Mono Way in Sonora, next to Dusty's Den. I have a Dan's Barbershop certified haircut, and you can too, only at Dan's Barbershop.
Shout out to Mike D once again. Gotta love the flea flicker commenting on the video, and that's right, you gotta love it. Leads to a score. Now with 46 seconds, Dean Trimloney will kick off. Jeremy, you want a kick return, and I want the ball to go deep so that they can't return it and they would have the length of the field to go, but instead it's going to be a penalty flag, and they'll start from the 35?
Yeah, absolutely. And you say, I want a kick return. Yes, offense is always my favorite. That doesn't matter. So I always want to see points on the board. I don't care who it is. Okay, Stone Ridge, Summerville, Merced. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, offense is offense. Putting the ball, looks like we're going to spot at the 40-yard line. So, no, they're just giving the ball. I don't know. Yeah, there's all kinds of confusion.
It's exciting when that ball crosses the plane and you see the score and it goes up on the board, especially in a close game like this where it's one possession difference. But 46 seconds, we need to see some passing or else Stone Ridge probably won't get into the end zone.
You would think that. I wouldn't be shocked to see him come out with that 4 wide receiver set again. And maybe something a little tricky for them. They said, okay, Summerville, they ran that trick play. It's a pretty good time to run some kind of hook and ladder or something like that, especially with these corners playing off 12 yards.
That is not Noah Lund at the corner. Actually, it is, sorry. Quick pass over the middle. They gained 10 yards. Look like Noah Lund. When he's under center, he seems a lot smaller being so close to the line and all the tight ends that they have. But as soon as you separate him from that, he's a lot bigger player than you'd imagine.
Yeah, and then that's a tight end Friedman. I mean, shock, right? He's back in the game. He runs a little sit route, picks up close to a first down. Maybe, he should be a first down. He's touching the line. So it should be a first down by rule. We'll see how that plays out with the officials. 39 seconds left, though. Still 2 timeouts as they signal first down.
A few more shout-outs. Mark watching from Bismarck, North Dakota, and then Mendy watching from Tuolumne as well. Mendy, there's still plenty of time to get over here to Thorstead Field. Standing room only, but get out here and watch the Summerville Dares. You're close enough.
Or just go outside and you're going to watch fireworks here in like 5 minutes.
That's true.
Okay.
Homecoming night is here, and the Stone Ridge Christian Knights making it a game for the Summerville fans. It's not over yet. Plenty of game time, and they've proven that they're a great team. And we didn't doubt that when they came in here. We just know that Summerville is also a really great team. But it's interesting to see this game play out.
Yeah, and this is really an interesting situation here because, again, Stone Ridge Christian, they want to run the football. Well, there's 39 seconds left. You don't have the luxury to just sit there and run it. So they got to throw the football. Well, they're okay at doing that too. I mean, a lot of the times these Coxbox teams struggle at throwing the football. They're not that situation.
Looking for his 40th pass of the season. This one nearly picked off, and he's going to be down right there at the 48-yard line. In high school football, you catch the ball, your hand or knee touches the ground, you're down right there, and it looked like they were going to let him play out for a moment. But number 11, Sawyer Wood, not going to get so lucky with the referees.
Yeah, Wood, and it's actually, you can put your hand on the ground. You just can't touch your knee like that or your wrist or elbow. Regardless, another completion. Nice chunky yardage. Still 30 seconds left. Plenty of time because the clock's going to stop every first down. So here, if you get like a 10, 15-yard play down the middle of the field, no problem. Get up, spike the ball, call next play, whatever you want to do. The clock's going to stop. The one thing you can't do if you're Stone Ridge Christian here is take a negative play. You can't have a holding call. You cannot have a sack. You got to get rid of the football. Know the situation. You can throw the ball away if you're the quarterback, Lund, but you can't take a sack here. That just kills you in these 2-minute drives.
We see Braylon Leveros out on the field. Usually he plays safety, but he's going to go out and guard a wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. Like I said in the pregame, he's a quarterback. He knows what quarterbacks are thinking. and he's going to pick off if you throw near him. LeAnn nearly loses this one, going to take it himself. His first run of the evening, and he only gains 2 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down and short.
Yeah, and that was going to be like a jet sweep type of play there, except a little miscommunication there. As you saw the snap, all everybody, the offensive linemen are pulling out to the left, and a good job there by LeAnn just to control it, get upfield, and make it positive out of a negative. They lost 11 seconds, which is huge. But it's still 3rd and about 1 or 2, we'll call it. So you still have that chance to go down the middle of the field. 19 seconds left. You can still get a chunk down the middle of the field, which works out well because their best receiver is a tight end, Friedman. He can go down the seam. You can also try and go some outside and just kind of get out of bounds and reset things. So lots of options here for Stone Ridge Christian, even though there's only 19 seconds left. The bigger thing is you have no timeouts, so you got to know that and say, hey, in the huddle, as an offense core, you're saying there's no timeouts, so we got to go. There's usually a code word for it. Mine was always NASCAR. Hey, NASCAR means we got to go as fast as we can go to get up on the ball. We'll see how this plays out in the last 19 seconds.
Great wordplay. NASCAR, go as fast as you can go. I'm sure nobody caught on to that one.
Even if they do, everybody kind of knows what's going on.
Defensive line jumping through, trying to take down Noah Lund, and they do just that. A huge hit by number 22, Jaden Hardy.
Yeah, Hardy.
What a beast of a defensive player.
Yeah, and Hardy does a great job of just timing this up here. He just flies through. Communication not there by the offensive line. And a sack, like I said, that kills you in the 2-minute drill. It ends the half. And the offensive linemen there arguing with each other. It's one of those things, real quick, offensive linemen have to communicate. Hey, who do I have? When that guy shows, you got to have a code word again that says, hey, hot, check. I got to slide down. This guy's got to take my guy. That didn't happen there. It ends up being a sack.
Not only have we seen a lot of different players offensively from Summerville, including Kyle Curran, but defensively too. We've seen a few players make tackles that we haven't quite seen before, and that could be credited to the Cox box formation that Stone Ridge Christian runs. During the half, you'll see the homecoming queen crown for Summerville High, the class of 2023. You'll see some fireworks, and you'll see more great football in a few minutes. 21-14, Summerville Bears lead the Stone Ridge Christian Knights. It's homecoming in Tuolumne.
When you are looking for a custom home, Caldera Construction has you covered. From the shores of Lake Tulloch to the mountain corridor of 108. We have been building custom homes in Tuolumne and Calaveras counties for over 20 years. Along with new home construction, we also do additions, decks, and remodels. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Robert Caldera Construction or our website at rcaldera.com. That's rcaldera.com. And of course, go Bears!
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Messengers. And it's right, the time has come to welcome our homecoming royal. The freshman princess, J.C. Valalunga, is being escorted by the freshman prince, Benjamin Myers. The sophomore princess, Riley Carlson, is being escorted by sophomore prince Kyle Salaya. The junior princess, Madeline Myers, is being escorted by junior prince Austin Height. We will now welcome our past royalty to the field. The 2019 freshman past princess, Avery Booth. She is being escorted by past prince Elijah Blackfield. The 2020 sophomore past princess, Sarah Kluth, is being escorted by 2020 past prince Eli Isley. The 2021 junior past princess, Sarah Azevedo, is being escorted by 2021 junior past prince Noah Diamond. And ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the arrival of the Queen candidates. The first of our candidates to arrive is Ashley Hansen. She is the daughter of Tony and Tom Hansen. Her favorite high school memory is attending the Castle Conference for ASC and all of the rallies. In the future, she plans on attending college right after high school to pursue a degree in nursing. After college, she hopes to become a pediatric nurse. She is being escorted by her father, Tom Hansen. Our second candidate is Emma Menezes. She is the daughter of Aaron and Dave Menezes. Her high school memories include the connections and memories that she made with her friends, teams, and the people she attended school with. Her future plans are to attend Columbia College next year, save up money, and travel. She hopes to attend Ole Miss in the future. She plans to study and pursue a career in kinesiology or sports medicine. She is being escorted by her father, Dave Menezes. The third of our candidates to arrive is Ingrid Lindblom. She is the daughter of Eric and Karina Lindblom. Her high school memories include her junior homecoming dance. Next year, she plans to attend a 4-year university in California to broaden her education and pursue her passion. In the future, she plans to obtain a degree in something interesting that will allow her to find a career that she will love. She is being escorted by her father, Eric Lindblom. Our fourth and final candidate is Layla Zuckel. Her parents are Courtney and Levi. Her favorite high school memories include meeting all of her amazing friends, teammates, and coaches that have become such a huge part of her life. Next year, she plans to go to college and study psychology or occupational therapy. Her future plans are to attend Baylor University and get a degree in psychology. Layla is being escorted by her uncle, Levi Zuckel. Our fourth candidate is Linnea Uhl. She is the daughter of Christy and Bert Uhl. Her favorite high school memories are cheering with her friends and teammates. After high school, she plans to go to school to start working towards a career in the medical field. Her future plans are to travel as much as she can after college. She is being escorted by her father, Bert Uhl. Now, ladies and gentlemen, which of these young women will be crowned Summerville 2022 Homecoming Queens? Will it be Ashley, Emma, Ingrid, Layla, or Linnea? And now, would you please welcome to the field the 2021 Homecoming Queen, Jay Daphne, and she's being escorted by the 2022 Homecoming King, Danner Poe. Now for the big moment. Now we're just going to draw it out, make this exciting. And now for the big moment that will be remembered by these beautiful ladies for the rest of their lives. And the 2022 homecoming queen is... Wait. LeAnn Lupo! LeAnn Lupo, homecoming queen.
They get it every year. Do they? They've done it every year since '93. I thought those things were illegal in Tuolumne County. Nothing's illegal if you pay the amount of money. They do it for here at our graduation and homecoming every year.
Memorable home run. Reliever Phil Dicker gives up number 700 to Albert Pujols. Dodger starter Haney gave up number 699 earlier tonight. So Albert Pujols, it's a major mark in Major League Baseball, 700 home runs.
didn't go. I would have. I didn't want to be on that.
That one's a long halftime.
Yeah, I don't want to be involved with any of this stuff. Homecoming stuff. Get them out.
I usually don't get to watch this stuff.
Right.
It's a whole new experience.
What did Adam do?
You in need of a $12 haircut? Well, Dan is back and balder than ever, but that doesn't mean he gives bad haircuts. Visit Dan's Barbershop at 14751 Mono Way in Sonora, next to Dusty's Den. I have a Dan's Barbershop certified haircut, and you can too, only at Dan's Barbershop.
Summerville graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Caldera counties the past 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Summerville graduate Chris Caldera join the team to help and eventually take over the family-run business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family-operated business. And go Bears! ourcaldera.com on Facebook and Instagram too. Hey, Bears fans! Nate Saw Mower is pleased to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. They're your go-to retailer when you need a steel project to do the job, at home or at work. Visit their store, where friendly, knowledgeable staff will assist you in finding the right steel for the job, whether it's a chainsaw, blower, trimmer, pressure washer, or anything in between. Nate's Saw Mower on Longeway Road in Sonora. Levitt United Insurance Services offers quality insurance coverage, a high level of professional service, and a long-term relationship. They have several locations throughout California to serve your needs, including Elk Grove, Lodi, Napa, Roseville, Sonora, Walnut Creek, and Minden, Nevada. As independent agents, they'll research rates and coverage from top insurance companies to find the best insurance rates and insurance plans for you. They do the shopping and comparing, so you can save time and money.
Chicken Ranch Casino is a proud sponsor of the Summerville Bears Quarterback Club, and they support Summerville High student athletes. By working together, Chicken Ranch Casino believes we can all help elevate each and every student athlete's game, both on the field and in the classroom.
Lupo. It's a name synonymous with real estate in Tuolumne County and has been for more than 30 years. The latest member of the Lupo family to join the Tuolumne County real estate family is LeAnn Lupo at Keller Williams Agency. LeAnn is a Tuolumne County native and knows how special the place we call home is. A hard worker who truly cares about her clients. LeAnn is a special talent, and LeAnn is a Summerville High School graduate and huge Bear supporter, so give her a call and see what she can do to help you. If you see her around town, please thank her for helping to make tonight's live stream possible.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Visit Tuolumne County's proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra outdoor adventures. You can enjoy endless outdoor recreation, state and local parks, sightseeing, stargazing, history, shopping, wine and cider tastings, relaxation, and more.
Adriana, you are the love of my life. Will you make me the happiest man on earth? Will you marry me?
Yes, Dave. Only if we can have Justin Flores Productions DJ our wedding.
Justin Flores Productions?
Justin Flores Productions. They have years of experience in radio and music, and their personalities make for the best experience.
Do they offer any other services?
Of course. Their slogan is audio, video, and all your media needs.
Okay.
Justin Flores Productions. Audio, video, and all your media needs. You're welcome, Dave. You're welcome.
Hello, Bears fans. Black Oak Casino Resort is very proud to help bring you tonight's live streaming of the Summerville Bears football game. If you haven't been to Black Oak Casino Resort recently, now is the time to come by and check us out. Whether you enjoy the entertainment at Willow Creek Lounge, the 5-star RV park, the beautiful Black Oak Hotel and Conference Center, the bowling alley and family fun center, all the games our casino offers, or the fine dining at Seven Sisters Restaurant, it's all there waiting for you. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Broadcasting live from beautiful Tuolumne, California, the Summerville Bears leading at halftime in homecoming night 21-14 against the Stone Ridge Christian Knights. I'm Levi Flores along with Jeremy Hurtado, both Summerville alum. We've been celebrating Summerville all night long, and the King and Queen crowned just a few moments ago with some fireworks. If you missed the show, go back and watch it, but don't forget to skim forward and join us live because more Bears football is about to take place. And with the 1-score lead for Summerville, anything can happen in the final minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And the good thing for Summerville is they won the toss, so they deferred. So that means they get the ball here to start the second half of play. They haven't been stopped. They've had the ball 3 times. They've scored 3 times. So by that logic, this is kind of almost a must-stop possession. If you're Stone Ridge Christian, you've come in here, you've played pretty well. I mean, you've moved the ball on offense. You've done things. You just haven't been able to stop the potent Summerville Bears offense from scoring when they have the ball. So on the other side, if you're Summerville, you got to find a way to limit the big plays. And by big play, I mean those 8 to 9 yard plays. Obviously, the touchdown that they hit them in the first quarter was a play-action pass, and the defender fell down. But regardless, you got to stop the 8, 9 yard plays. You got to hold them to 2 or 3, like they said pregame. So it's kind of been a contrasting styles, is what's the best way to put it. Summerville's like a high explosive offense, where Stone Ridge Christian is the slow, methodical, put you to sleep, and then get you.
The Summerville Bears all season long have been taking win after win. And with the win tonight, 5-0, it'll be the best start to the season since 2017. That team went on to go 8-3 overall record with that final loss coming in the first round of playoffs. And that is one of the only times that Sean Leveros has taken a team to the playoffs. He's done it a few times, including last year when they lost to Waterford. But Summerville, they're looking very strong this year. And talking to a few of the coaches, if they do win league and they head into the D5 playoffs, it'll be a win-win whether they go into D5 or they lose a game in league and go and play in D6. It'll be a win-win for them.
Yeah, so we're looking ahead here a little bit. Let's do it, okay? I mean, we're broadcasters. We can do it. We're not coaches. We can look ahead. In reality, Summerville, as they recover the onside kick there, not a shock there by Stone Ridge. Special teams got to come up special. We talked about that in the pregame show. But Summerville, in all likelihood, will be 9-0 at the end of the season, and Summerville will be hosting the team from across the county, who's probably in all likelihood going to be 8-1. And we've talked about it, just you alluded to it a moment ago, the league championship on the line. Winner of that has to go D5 in the playoffs. Loser of that gets an easier route in the playoffs. I mean, let's just put it that way, right? So I've talked to some of the kids here on campus, and they said, well, do we really want to win that game? And then some of them say, well, of course we do.
Elkins breaking free down the field. First play from scrimmage in the second half, and he goes down inside the 15-yard line. A possible horse collar tackle, but in the end, the Summerville Bears inside the 20-yard line, inside the red zone. And more news from around the Motherlode League. I mentioned it in the JV game, but Amador, they're in a little bit of hot water right now. We're not sure if there will be a game next week, but you can follow NorCal Sports TV on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll let you know there what happens with that game. But it could affect the entire league play.
It could. Amador, like you said, there's some issues there. Will they play? Won't they play? We'll find that out probably Monday or Tuesday, I'd assume. But, yeah, never know what's going to happen. Always a good idea to follow NorCal Sports TV, though, get all the latest information.
Elkins on the move again, splits the defenders, and the wide open hole leads to another Summerville touchdown. 30 seconds in, and another 6 points for the one and only running back, Kai Elkins.
Yeah, and the play before, Dean Tremoloni did a good job of getting out front. This time, there's nobody that needs to get out front because everybody gets washed down. Nice job there by Hike getting on Lund. Actually, that wasn't Lund, it was Friedman. And then there was nobody left on that side of the field. Well, also talking about things going around in the Mudload League, Calaveras struggled so far this year, 0-4, but getting healthy tonight. 28-0 up over Galt at Galt in the second quarter.
Good to see them, especially with their first-year quarterback but senior player, Braden Orlandi. We'll look forward to seeing a little bit more of him as this Dean Tremoloni extra point, no good. 27-14, the Bears strike first.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you.
In the Sac Joaquin section, Division 6 football rankings at the top, we have Sutter and then Sonora at number 2. Summerville, after beating Houston, lands themselves at spot number 3. And then throughout the Motherlode League, you have Argonaut back at spot number 10 with a 1-3 record. Calaveras 0-4, like you said, but right now beating Galt 28-0 as this ball, squib type onside kick, flies up the middle. The kicker nearly got the ball back, but it looks like the Knights fall on it. Number 33, Brock Richards, jumps on that one.
Yeah, there, and if you look on the replay here, that's something that's called from the sideline and from the coaching staff because they've seen it on film. They line up and they give you a big gap there, so it's a play that's called, hey, onside middle, or depending on your terminology. We used to have numbers when I called special team stuff, but it was regardless, it's called where the kicker's just going to dribble it and try and get it 10 yards and fall on it. Unfortunately for Summerville, it didn't work out. And now you give Stone Ridge Christian great opportunity here from the 41-yard line to try and get back in the game.
Definitely a play to have in the bag for future games. 1st and 10, first possession for Stone Ridge in the second half, and it only leads to a gain of 2.
Yeah, good job that time. And again, Summerville's in that 5-man defensive line front. Clogged up all the lanes, nowhere from the go. You just kind of jump forward. Still picked up 2, maybe 3 yards, as you see here, dive over the top.
More through those D6 rankings. Argonaut 10, Calaveras 13, and then Amador and Bret Hart, the bottom of the league, at 16 and 17 back-to-back there. But Bret Hart also picking up their first win last week on their homecoming night. So it's good to see them pick up not only a win, their first win, but also on homecoming, because you always want to win that week.
Yeah, that's huge for them. I mean, that's the first win in 3 football seasons. They haven't played in 2 seasons, and then this year they hadn't picked up one, especially after coming out on Monday night due to fire and getting beat severely by El Dorado Hills. Coming back on Friday night and able to not only get things right, but get a victory at home, at homecoming. Huge momentum boost for Bret Hart. They're off this week. Also, like we said, Amador's off this week. Sonora's off this week. So not much going on. Argonauts playing down at Merrill West, who we saw last week against Sonora. Them and Calaveras, only 2 teams in the Mudload League active. And then Sonora, like we said, they're off. Their coaching staff and players may or may not be over our left shoulder here watching the game as well. So
Escoves went off the field on that previous play, and they resulted in one of their secondary players who gains them the first down.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Was Milliken.
Again, like you said, number 3, Milliken, picking up the first down, and Stone Ridge just back to doing what they're doing. Hey, may not be able to stop Summerville, but they're going to keep running their offense to try and score.
Milliken's going to go off the field now. And back in the game is Esquives going back and forth from your two leading rushers. Esquives going to be that left tight end player. Lund puts him in motion, hands it off to him, moving from left to right. Spins around one defender, but of course Logan Slater is right there. Put him on the chopping block.
Yeah, but not before he could gain another 5 yards, and that was a good job there on the fly sweep or jet sweep. Goes in motion. Again, he's got to stay on the block, so 50 was on Slater for Stone Ridge Christian. That's Colton Neal. He got on his linebacker initially and then just stopped blocking. Slater slides off, makes the tackle. If he's able to hold his block and contain his block, could have been a much bigger play for Stone Ridge Christian.
2nd and 5. Esquives again. 6-yard carry, first down.
Yep, 5, 6, 5, 6, 8. Chunks of yardage, and normally you talk about the chunks of yards in the passing game, but Stone Ridge does a great job of running this offense. It's easy to see how they're going to be a tough out in the Division 7 playoffs.
27-14. Talked about Summerville having the advantage, scoring every single play and coming out of the gate in the second half within 30 seconds, scoring there. But now Stone Ridge Christian looking to make a scene offensively. Summerville, I believe, only stopped him once, and then the end of the first half, they made a stop there, but that was just because they ran out of time in that first half.
Yeah, so you're going to say they stopped them once and then put an asterisk because, okay, yeah, it's 2, but really it's 1, and then they ran out of time, and they didn't get to run their offense. So you almost can't count that, but there, that inside trap, that's where that plays off that sweep they've been running. Hey, sweep, pop, inside trap back, gain of 8, sets up 2nd and 2, and now they come out and spread. You never know what they're going to do.
2nd and short. Lund, the snap, looks to throw. He's looking right, 2-on-2. Rye Atkins, the corner, slips out of the hands. It was a gimme for either player, a free-for-all. And the intended target, Sawyer Wood, against Rye Atkins. 6'5". Rye Atkins got up there, got his fingertips, but just didn't have the grip against the 5'10" receiver.
And for someone that doesn't throw the football very often, that was a beautiful pass.
I agree.
By the quarterback, Lund. He dropped back, threw that exactly where it needed to be, and Atkins just was able to get up and get just enough of it to knock it down. Otherwise, that could have been a quick 6. And the advantage there is you picked up 8 on first down. Now you can go back to your offense and just try and get the first down here on 3rd down.
Pitch out to the moving man, and he's taken down by Logan Slater again. And he actually launched forward for a yard, and that's all that they're going to give him to make it 4th and 1.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to go for a lot of yards, and all of a sudden he got tackled there. Good job by Slater just staying with it, and he actually was on the ground and made the tackle. Brings up a 4th and short for Stone Ridge. No panic for them, though. They're not worried about 4th and 1. They're used to going for it on 4th down.
4th and 1, just keep that ball moving, get a run, but we have seen a few times the Summerville defense and linebackers bust through and make the stop for a tackle for loss, and this is exactly where Summerville needs it now. Esquives, the pitch, hit in the backfield, but launched forward by Jaden Hardy, and they're going to get the horse collar tackle by Hardy. Got to keep your hands out of those shoulder pads.
Yep, absolutely, and that was one of those situations where it was a good job by Esquives. He gets those big plays, but he knew, hey, I need a yard. I'm just going to try and get up there and get in the mix and get positive yardage. And then you get the bonus from Hardy, slinging him down by the shoulder pad / horse collar. I thought it was more of a shoulder pad type situation, but refs are a little closer to the game than we are, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And again, half distance to the goal sets up Stone Ridge. And this is 6:38 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Almost a must-score possession here for Stone Ridge.
They've taken 5 minutes so far. Summerville only took 30 in the second half, and that's good for Summerville, but you still need to make the stops.
No, absolutely, and this is a situation where if the defense can make the stop here, it becomes huge for Summerville.
Jeremy, where was the ball?
That was that fullback. And again, it's so hard to see because that fullback is literally 6 inches from the quarterback. Milliken that time playing fullback. You see, I mean, they're maybe 8 inches away. So you just turn, hand it real quick, and then you run your fake. And everybody's running with that guy running the fake. And meanwhile, the fullback's running by you with the ball. It's such a difficult thing to do, and especially when you don't see it very often. And then we talked about that coming into the broadcast. The linebackers got to stay disciplined that time. Advantage Stone Ridge.
Pitch out to the moving man. Gained a few more yards. Logan Slater, first one on the tackle.
And again, we talked about it. I mean, that's a positive for Stone Ridge. They're down to 3rd and inches. A lot of options here for them. Good job there by Escovez. Again, he just breaks the tackle. Slater able to just grab and hold on eventually and get some guys to come help him. But not before. It comes up at 3rd and 1 inside the 5-yard line here for the Knights.
We didn't mention this when Summerville scored and Dean Trimoloni missed the extra point, but that's going to take huge effect later on in this game or even now as Stone Ridge knocks at the door to score. Escovez up the middle. Ball nearly came out, but he crosses the plane for a touchdown. Stone Ridge Christian Knights.
Yeah, and he just does such a great job of running in this offense. He just gets up in there. He puts his foot, plants it, gets north and south, and just gets behind his blockers and just kind of, like I said, rides the wave into the end zone. Look, 58, 72 in there. Beam and Garrity just getting up there, making plays for the offensive line, moving people for the Knights. And now it sets up a 2-point conversion opportunity for Stone Ridge.
This is also another big play. They've been stopped once. And the ball hit Lund, who is in motion. And that's going to be a stop for Summerville. And so it's going to be an incomplete 2-point conversion, which is big for Summerville as they will get the ball back after the kickoff. 27-20, Summerville Bears lead on homecoming night.
Our Tree Service is a local family-owned and operated business specializing in meeting fire clearance requirements, hazardous tree removal, and emergency jobs. With over 20 years' experience, our employees are safe, knowledgeable, and professional. Voted 2021's Best of 209 by 209 Multimedia, we're happy to provide our customers with quality work at affordable rates. Proud to offer discounts to veterans. Call today to schedule your free estimate. 209-559-0124. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
We've seen the lack of kicking abilities from Stone Ridge all night long, and probably will see it again with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. They need the ball back. They need to score. Summerville has a huge advantage now, not only blocking the second 2-point conversion attempt from Stone Ridge, but also having a 7-point lead. Summerville needs to be quick on their hands and make sure that they collect this ball.
Yeah, and if I was Stone Ridge, I'm going onside kick closest to us, and we'll see what they do. Or they kick it deep.
Of course,
great choice.
Expect the unexpected as they do the Summerville switcheroo. Here is Tristan Barajas, and he has room to go. No flag. Barajas, the 45, cuts across the 50 and taken down inside Knight territory. Tristan Barajas, the huge gain in the tackle from number 11, Sawyer Wood. The Summerville switcheroo makes its return for the second time this season, and it works out for him. Hike and Barajas, the fake, and has plenty of room to go, and he wanted the block in the back from number 16, not Max Friedman, excuse me, Brody Peters.
Yeah, Peters.
But the ball was still behind the play, and the referee said, no, that was clean, and now inside Knight territory. You saw the tackle from Sawyer Wood, and it looked like he was flaunting. He made the tackle and stopped the play, but it wasn't before he gained 50 yards, and now Summerville back in the pistol with great field position to start. Elkins, the handoff. Left side uses no hole, uses the edge instead, and taken down at the 40-yard line after a gain of 8.
Yeah, Elkins just running, doing a good job of just keeping his feet moving here. You see on the replay, little stretch play. Not horribly defended. Runs through one tackle and then just able to keep his legs moving, get up a gain of 8. And again, this is a situation where Summerville now, if they want to take a shot, they can, knowing that they have 3rd and short coming up if they don't convert.
Leveros, handoff Elkins. He goes up the middle, and the Knights got a hand in there between the ball and his hand, and Elkins might just move the chains.
Yeah, that was a good job there. One thing you got to look at, Nathaniel Tucker there for the Summerville Bears, an offensive lineman. He got rolled up on, kind of hobbling around, so something to kind of keep an eye on. Didn't look like he was all that excited about getting up.
It'll be Hike and Tremoloni, his receivers. Leveros follows Elkins, the lead blocker. He breaks free. The speed of Leveros to the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone he goes again. Braylon Leveros slipping his way through with the hands of the defense.
Yeah, and Stone Ridge just has no answer here on how to stop this Summerville offense. Elkins running hard. Leveros running hard.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 4 missed tackles. Just big rushing night for the Summerville Bears.
Going to set up the same way. If the play is working, keep doing it. Leveros to Elkins. He hits the line and barrels through for 2.
Second and 5 here. Again, that's where Leveros, he was hit and then just keeps going far. Or Elkins this time, sorry. Hit, keeps falling forward, ends up picking up 5.
3 minutes and counting in Summerville. As long as you score here, you like that running clock. If you don't score here, Stone Ridge taking up mountains of time, a windfall of time every single possession, and you do not want the ball back in their hands with this much time left. Here's Leveros. Fakes the handoff. Leveros takes it himself. Needs to use the speed, and another shoestring tackle taken down. That'll be a loss of 1.
Yeah, great job there by Friedman. He didn't take the bait that time. Fake the handoff to Elkins, who's been running well, so you go with the play-action pass here. Boot as he hide it. Friedman just said, nope, I know you have the ball still. And also out there was number 11, Sawyer Wood for Stone Ridge Christian. So good job, both edge defenders for the Knights staying home on that play.
And I think Kai Elkins could have sold that just a little bit better. As soon as he got the fake, he put his hands out to go for a block, but that led the defense to knowing that Leveros still had the ball. So fake that just a little bit more. And Jeremy, you're pointing out a certain player, Kyle Curran, as Leveros rolling to the side, gets it to Curran, prophesied by your very own Jeremy Hurtado, but it doesn't gain much.
No, I just looked at the way they lined up, and I was like, ooh, here comes tight end action. I'm pointing to it at the bottom of the paper here, and it absolutely was Curran. Again, that's a good job of just playing that hide route. You block, and then you pop out. Good job there on defense by the same guy as last time, number 16, Friedman. We got a Stone Ridge Christian player down, though.
27-20. Let's take a look at a few of your local NCS TV sponsors.
Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
This is a commercial. From the video to the sounds of nature, the music, the words on the screen, the transitions, me, the voice saying these words. This is a commercial. Justin Flores Productions.
Empty backfield for Braylon Leveros. The injured Knight off the field, that was Max Friedman. they'll have to play this defensive play without him. It's 4th and 4. A huge play as Elkins comes over in the backfield, and the Knights seem distressed. They don't know what to do. Elkins throws a block. Leveros cuts upfield. He needs the yardage. Past the 10, close to the 5, being pushed in front, and he gets the first down. This is going to be Bear ball. 1st and goal at the 6.
Yeah, there was no doubt who was going to run the ball there. They relied upon 5 wide receivers. They motioned into the backfield. And, I mean, I don't know. Everybody in the house knows it's going to be Leveros with the football when it's money time for the Summerville Bears. That time picks up the first down, brings up 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Huge critical possession here for the Bears to punch it in the end zone. I wouldn't be shocked to see Elkins get the first pop here inside the 7-yard line, though, because now Leveros ran the ball last couple times. Give it to Elkins on this one.
Leveros the snap, and exactly right. Elkins hits the line, barrel down, and the ball comes loose.
Stone Ridge Christian comes away with it. Huge turn of momentum play possibly for Stone Ridge Christian. There had to get the stop, and they get it. Let's see if we can pick it up with Milliken's the one that recovered it. Not quite sure who popped it out. Might have been number 58, Broderick Garrity.
And there is no question.
He was in there, but it wasn't him. I'm not sure who knocked it out. It looked like 77. Giovanni Fuentes was glad that knocked it out. Regardless, huge big play for Stone Ridge Christian, and here we go. Down by 7, 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Plenty of time, 95 yards away from tying the football game up possibly.
Lund under center. The snap, the flick. He finds a hole, some decent yardage. They'll keep doing that all the way down the field, and as the clock ticking down one by one, it's what we said. You don't want to give them the ball without scoring here, and they did that. 13 minutes until that final buzzer sounds.
Oh, absolutely, and a great cut here. Gets up there. Henderson gets on the feet. Otherwise, it could have been a 95-yard touchdown run for Escoves. Instead, it just picks up 7 and brings up 2nd and 3.
Lund pitches it out last second to Escoves. And he'll get a few yards.
Yeah, and that play there almost was a disastrous play for Stone Ridge. The pitch comes out. You see here on the replay. 55 for Summerville. That's Wyatt Castonia. Had a chance to make a huge play in the backfield, just out of his reach by millimeters. It ends up being a first down for Stone Ridge. That's how frustrating that is to play against this offense.
Third quarter clock strikes zeros, and we'll be back with the fourth as they switch the field one last time. Stone Ridge Christian going from left to right when we come back with a 7-point game. It's Summerville Bear football on NorCal Sports TV.
Bear fans, Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Summerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry-level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
Here we go.
27-20, the Summerville Bears lead, but the Stone Ridge Christian Knights force a fumble, pick it up, and right now they're sitting at the 16-yard line, their own side of the field with 12 minutes, and on average, Stone Ridge taking up, eating the time, probably 6.5, 7 minutes per possession, which leads Summerville with plenty of time, but they have a lot longer to go than normal as well.
No, absolutely, and this is kind of where you want it if you're Stone Ridge. If you were going to tell the Stone Ridge Christian Knights, hey, you're going to be down by 7, start in the fourth quarter, but you have the ball, I think they'd say, all right, we're okay with that. So it's strength on strength right now. We'll see which one prevails here as we start the fourth.
Pitch to the tight end in motion. Swallowed up at the line. That was number 10, Dejan O'Neill. Mentioned his name a few times, and he only gains 2.
Yep. See here on the replay, the wing comes in motion, gets the pitch. Not really a lot there, but he does drive his legs forward and gets positive yards, picks up, but they're going to give him 3. So it's kind of one of those, Stone Ridge happy, Summerville's happy. We'll see what happens on this play on 2nd and 7.
Escoves, the pitch. He has 2 blockers in front of him. Plenty of yards, gets the first and a little bit more down at the 33-yard line.
And again, Henderson there also there for Summerville was Schnabel. Arian Schnabel able to make the tackle. Just grabbed on and held on as Escoves just using those powerful legs. As you see here on the replay, Schnabel grabs him by the waist, and then Henderson able to help bring him down, but not before Stone Ridge picks up another first down and has the ball now at their own 33-yard line.
Jordan Wynn had a little bit more speed. He would have had a tackle there for loss, but instead it leads to this 1st and 10. Lund
inside
back,
trap.
fakes it around. Man from left to right, it's Escoves, and he gains 5.
Yep, and that's that counter play again, and it's a complimentary play off that toss they've been running. They run the toss, come back with the inside trap. Summerville's done a pretty good job tonight. I mean, yes, they've gained 5, 8 on it, but those are ones of those plays that usually you see go for like 25, 30, 40, 60 yards downfield. They're almost like a home run hitter type plays. Summerville been able to limit the damage on them so far tonight, but still 2nd and short for the Knights.
The Knights keep pounding the line, so Summerville puts a little bit more size down. It's Kyle Salaya. He's on the line, try to fill some of those holes. He helps with it, but the running back slips through and gains 4.
Yeah, it brings up a 3rd and short, and this is a situation if you're Stone Ridge, you may take another shot here. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, that's where your offense is built for, so not afraid here if you're Stone Ridge maybe to take that shot, or you just go and say, hey, I'm going to get the first down. We're not going to play anything fancy. Two schools of thought here. We'll see which they choose.
Lund came up to the huddle, broke it quickly, so I assume they're just going to take a quick run, something they're used to. Flick out back. He's in some trouble. Elkins getting to him, and he pushes forward for the first down. Barely got it, but he got it nonetheless.
Yeah, great job there again by number 10, the sophomore, O'Neill. You see him get the pitch, gets hit in the backfield, but not corralled. And then finally Elkins able to go and get him. Henderson able to wrap him up, but not before he gets to the 45-yard line. Picks up another first down for Stone Ridge, and tick, tick, tick. Clock, well, it will be moving once they get the chain set here. 9:25 left to go here in the game.
2.5 minutes taken off the clock in the fourth. 3.5 minutes in total for their possession. Lund hands it off. Escoves. He's hit by Rye Atkins. A huge tackle flying in. Pins him to the ground.
Yeah, great job that time by Rye Atkins coming up from his cornerback position or free safety position, making the play. As you see here on the replay. Just boom, nice form tackle. Now, the problem with that is this, though. You got your safety flying up that hard to make a tackle. You run that motion, you fake the handoff, and that tight end slips right behind you, and there's nobody left. So just kind of keep an eye on that.
Only a gain of 3, and hopefully the Bears can keep it intact. 2nd and 7. Lund under center. He has Milliken. Pitches it to him. Finds a small hole. Gains some yardage, and multiple Bears trying to take him down, but he's turning his feet and launching forward for a first down.
Yeah, great job there by Milliken. Number 3, that third option for Stone Ridge, a senior running back, also plays outside linebacker for him. Just gets up in there in the wash again, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact with Logan Slater wrapped all around him. So Great job of keeping his legs moving and moving the pile, picking up another first down for the Knights.
Escoves, pitch to the left. Everyone's pushing, trying to gain that yardage, and they're going to stop it there with the stop of forward momentum.
Yeah, and again, he just got there and got in the scrum, drives his legs, and he's going to pick up, I believe, 6 or 7 yards. Stone Ridge doing what they want to do right now. Just makes one cut and gets upfield. I really like the way he runs in this offense. Does a great job. You see why he has 775 yards or whatever it was coming into this game. He does a great job of just getting there, getting upfield, making one cut, and then just staying behind his blockers, and boom, there it goes.
Summerville going to put out their linebackers, their big tacklers out on the field, take off the size. They have Hardy, Slater, Tartar, Castonia, all of the above, hoping to get into the backfield and nail him there. Looks like they're doing that now. Big hit, spun him down at the 40, and that's a loss of 3. Yeah. Great job by the Bears defense, making sure that they have the right people in there, and they're going to make the stop.
Yeah, Tristan Barajas comes up again from his corner position, does a good job of just coming up and saying outside contain, staying outside, making the play for a 3-yard loss. Sets up third and six for Stone Ridge. 2-down territory here, so don't have to do anything crazy for the Knights. Just got to keep getting positive yards.
They put some size back on the line. Got to have a 4-man down and a few linebackers ready to blitz. Hand off to Milliken, and Milliken swallowed up by Kyle Curran and a few other Bears who stop him after a gain of about a half yard, and it's 4th down. Big play can swing the momentum on either side on this next play.
No, when we talked about Kyle on the offensive side, this time he comes up from his defense position and makes a big play for the defense. You see just staying home, reading that counter, runs right into the Milliken. And like you said, here we go. 4th down, just under 6 minutes left.
4th and 6, 4th and 7, just about. Passer run.
I'm going to say run just because who they are, but I wouldn't say surprised to see a hard count either.
They're in the Cox box. Bears can't jump, and there's a little bit of movement, and they throw it on the Summerville side, so it's going to be 4th and 2.
Yeah, that's big. Like I said, now you're in a situation where you're more comfortable. Hard count, get them to jump, and now it's 4th and inches.
Should be 4th and 1, 4th and 2.
And I'm going to say, hey, guess what? Look for the fullback. Here it comes.
They're definitely going to run the ball, but you got to pay attention to some of that size of the linebackers flying in. They've had multiple tackles for loss, and like we said before, on 4th down, it could be the one play that stops the game.
No, absolutely. And you know both of those linebackers are coming. It's just can they get there in time?
Oh, and there's some movement right offensively. That's going to be another 5 yards, but in the opposite direction. Unfortunate error. The Stone Ridge Christian Knights could have possibly had the game-changing play, but you see the left line there, 2 different players, the movement, and the Summerville Bears ecstatic after they gave up the play. They get it right back, but you can't be too grateful because they still have the play to be ran.
Now, don't be shocked if they go hard count again. Okay, I mean, these are high school athletes. You're like, no, that's never going to work. Don't be shocked if they go hard count again here. I'm just saying.
And the player who moved for Summerville, Kyle Salaya, who's moved back on the line just a little bit, try to avoid anything random. Noah Lund going to throw it to the right side. And he's
good job
breaking it. And he's down to the 10, the 5, touchdown Stone Ridge.
Throwback screen. And in high school, yeah, you can put your hand down as long as your wrist, elbow doesn't touch, you're good to go. He did just that, the way to, we'll call it tripod. And he picks up the first down and more for Stone Ridge. You can see the backside throwback screen. Great call by Stone Ridge Christian. And Barajas was there, tried to make the tackle, came up, just unable to. And now that extra point that was missed earlier in the third quarter could be huge. 27-26 Stone Ridge. We know they're going to go for 2. Not a shock, right? Here we go.
That initial hit from the receiver, take us through it again. As long as your elbow or
your hand can touch the ground, that's fine. It's just as long as your wrist, arm, shoulder, or forearm, anything like that can't. Now, I wouldn't be shocked to see quarterback draw here for the 2-point conversion. Let's see how this plays out.
3 linebackers chomping at the bit, trying to get through. Lund on the pass. Incomplete, and the Bears stay ahead, 27-26.
That's the same 2-point conversion play they tried to run down here at the other end zone. What it is they got a guy coming in motion. They run 2 slants to try and clear it out. He runs the arrow route. It's wide open. Great play call. I love this is a 2-point conversion play. It was one of my favorites. Just unable to make the play. And Barajas trying to undercut it there. Might have created the situation. Next time it might have been Leveros. But either way, Bears still lead 27-26.
A huge defensive stop, special teams for the Summerville Bears. But we've seen the onside kick time and time again. The last time that they kicked it, it was deep down the field, and they ran it back for 50 yards. But at the same time, those onside kicks, you're never sure what's going to happen because, sure, you need to get that ball 10 yards, but you need the hands on the front line. You need to jump on it. You need to secure it. You need to make sure with all your might that ball doesn't come out. And with 5.5 minutes left, on average, Summerville scores or gives up the ball within 2 minutes. So 5.5 is a lot to ask because that's 2.5 times what they usually run.
Yeah, and if I'm Stone Ridge, I'm onside kicking for sure here. Here's the reasoning, right? Okay, I got 3 timeouts. Summerville scored quickly every time they've had the ball.
And
let's just say they do that, right? Except for the one where they got stopped inside the 5.
Correct.
Let's say Summerville goes down here and scores. Even if they score, kick the extra point, it's still an 8-point game. That leaves me the most possible time if I'm Stone Ridge to go down and try and score again. It's one of those numbers things. Yes, if we get the onside kick and recover it, great. If you don't, give Summerville a short field, less time to run off the clock, better chance for your offense to have a possession again later on to try and tie the game up.
On the front line, they have Arian Schnabel, Trenton Miller, Jarrett Whitney.
Yeah, you got all your hands team in right
Brody
now.
Peters. I can't see that last one. I think it might be Riley Neves. But here's that squib onside kick, and it's easily picked up by the Bears. Jaden Hardy, second time he's touched the ball in this one. And he's breaking tackles left and right, cutting back to the field. Left side, he has a few blockers. And a huge hit at the 47-yard line by number 16, Max Friedman.
Friedman said, "You're going to run no more." Wow.
He went out with an injury early in the game, and he's back in, taking the big hit. And the coaches saying thank you to Jaden Hardy for holding on to that ball.
Yeah, that was a shot. I'm surprised. They did a great job there by Hardy. He does a good job of moving the ball back and forth, and then whap. Friedman comes up and says, "You're done running back and forth."
He didn't allow his blockers to get in front of him and make the block for him, so he took the hit. Fortunately, he held on to the ball, but 5 minutes, 13 seconds left in this one, and the Summerville Bears just need to hold on, avoid fumbles, interceptions, and take this one home. Leveros, handoff Elkins. Elkins upfield, a good gain of yardage, 12 yards and a little bit more.
Yeah, pickup of 12 there by Elkins. And again, if you're Stone Ridge, it may not be the worst thing if you let them score quickly. It kind of sounds counterproductive, right? Hey, we want to stop them. But if Summerville runs the clock and runs the clock and runs the clock, and you have a minute left, that's not going to put you in a situation where you excel. You'd rather have the ball with 3.5, 4 minutes left if you're Stone Ridge Christian. So, big play here. We'll see what happens on defense.
1st and 10 in the pistol. 2 receivers on the short side, top of your screen. Leveros takes his time, as you'd expect. High snap, Leveros takes it. Leading blocker is Kai Elkins. Leveros launches forward for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 3, and then they'll take off a few more seconds waiting for the play call.
Yeah, and then what happens there is Leveros is doing a pretty good job here as the quarterback. He's a senior. He knows the things. He's looking back there at that back judge, and the back judge is going to give him a hand count the last 5 seconds of the play clock. So he was just sitting there waiting until that official puts his hands up, and he goes, okay, now I'm going to give the snap, whatever signal it is, to snap the football. Now, he was looking at the official and almost didn't catch the ball. But you can see him here. He's just sitting there waiting. Back judge is going to put his hand up when there's 5 seconds left on the play clock. There it is.
Leveros going to take it again, following Elkins. Moves around the 30-yard line and slides down. And he gets the first down, so he moves the chains. And like a smart veteran quarterback that he is, makes sure that he's down, not going to get that yardage. Like you said, it's not a big deal if Stone Ridge allows them to score fast, but the Bears know that, and it's proven with this play right here.
Absolutely, and this is a smart play here. Hey, get down, get the first down, and you can work another minute or two off the clock. Now, Stone Ridge Christian, you're looking at it, okay, 3.5 minutes left. I got 3 timeouts. It's not necessarily a situation where we have to stop them on this play, but you're thinking about if I get a good defensive play, might use a timeout here.
Leveros looks at the sideline, retakes the play call. Of course, they're going to run this one. Leveros again. He's hit, breaks it, and taken down by 3 different Knights. Still a gain of 4, though. Leveros with that one. He marches and marches and marches, and we see it one more time to make it 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and you see here, good job by Parker Silvera to get off the block and just grab and hang on to anything he can to get Leveros down. But if you're Summerville and you're a Bears fan, you're looking 2:42, 41, clock's rolling. We have a 1-point lead. Hey, 1-point lead, 20-point lead, a win is a win. You move on.
That's exactly right. Leveros waiting for that official again, counting down the seconds. And Leveros, another first down. We haven't seen that defensive stop that the Stone Ridge Christian Knights need.
And now you're in a situation where if you're Summerville and Stone Ridge decides, hey, we're going to let you score, you may stop and fall down before the goal line. Say, no, we don't want to score. So there's a lot of little stuff here going on. And these are scenarios you work on Thursday night practices or Thursday afternoon practice, depending on how you run your program. You work these every week so that you get in a situation hey, we're in our 4-minute drill where this is what we're going to do. If we get in a situation where we don't want to score, this is what we're going to do. Good to see good coaching pay off here.
Some Knight fans in the crowd asking the coach for timeouts as they entered the red zone.
Yeah, and I think right now
there's a flag going to be placed on Stone Ridge side of the field.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Double check for us, 12 men on the field.
I thought so, but I think they just lined up off sides. So that's a killer.
So a free 5 yards. Make it 1st and 5.
You can't line up off sides. You can even look to the official and say, hey, am I good? And he'll say yes or no. It's just one of those things you can't do. And then clock management situation here is you've had a chance to make a big play there and stop the Bears, call timeout instead. Now it's 1st and 5, puts you in a difficult situation on defense.
Leveros runs a huge block by Kai Elkins, and he slides down at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely. He could have scored there, and he said, nope, I'm sliding. I want to take another 1.5 minutes off. So that's what we talked about earlier. Great job of doing that, and now if you're Stone Ridge, you got to call timeout.
Yep, Stone Ridge does just that. About 90 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. The Bears close to the end zone. Will they score? Will they not? Will they take the 1-point victory? We'll find out in just a moment.
Hello Bears fans, Black Oak Casino Resort is very proud to help bring you tonight's live streaming of the Summerville Bears football game. If you haven't been to Black Oak Casino Resort recently, now is the time to come by and check us out. Whether you enjoy the entertainment at Willow Creek Lounge, the 5-star RV park, the beautiful Black Oak Hotel and Conference Center, the bowling alley and family fun center, all the games our casino offers, or the fine dining at Seven Sisters Restaurant, it's all there waiting for you. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Nate's Tree Service is here tonight to bring you Bears football. They specialize in comprehensive tree maintenance and removal. The skilled arborists and staff at Nate's Tree Service have over 30 years experience serving residential and commercial clients in Amador, Calaveras, Tuolumne, and Mariposa counties. They bring their unique understanding of the trees of the western slope of the Sierra to a wide range of tasks related to tree health, maintenance, and removal.
Bears first and goal, 27-26, 90 seconds to play. Bears trying to hold on for a homecoming victory against a very tough D7 Stone Ridge Christian matchup.
Quarterback sneak there, and the biggest thing right now is just hang on to the football.
27-26. Back again in a moment as the Stone Ridge Christian Knights take their second timeout in the second half.
Caldwell Insurance, our local team, is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Visit Tuolumne County is proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra outdoor adventures. You can enjoy endless outdoor recreation, state and local parks, sightseeing, stargazing, history, shopping, wine and cider tastings, relaxation, and more.
Summerville Bears pulling out all the stops on homecoming night. Kona Ice, the barbecue, the standing room, and a few members of the Orange Crush band here as well. Make it an exciting night as Braylon Leveros using a few more plays and try to win this one in the final minutes as the Stone Ridge Christian Knights take their third and final timeout of the second half. They'll be placed 1 minute, 11 seconds for the 111th birthday of Summerville.
Ranch Casino is a proud sponsor of the Summerville Bears Quarterback Club, and they support Summerville High student athletes. By working together, Chicken Ranch Casino believes we can all help elevate each and every student athlete's game, both on the field and in the classroom.
Lupo. It's a name synonymous with real estate in Tuolumne County and has been for more than 30 years. The latest member of the Lupo family to join the Tuolumne County real estate family is LeAnn Lupo at Keller Williams Agency. LeAnn is a Tuolumne County native and knows how special the place we call home is. A hard worker who truly cares about her clients. LeAnn is a special talent, and LeAnn is a Summerville High School graduate and huge Bears supporter, so give her a call and see what she can do to
Braylon Leveros looking to the sideline, trying to get the play call, and I think coaches are saying score right now. Yep. We'll see if they can follow that. Leveros, Elkins, two receivers, snap, looking left, Elkins blocks, Leveros, touchdown, Summerville! Yeah, with 1 minute, 8 seconds, Leveros strolls into the end zone, pushes the baby forward, crosses the goal line, and on third and goal, an extra 6 points is added in Summerville with this. The extra point can make it that 8-point game that needs to be done just in case the Knights do something special in the final minute.
Yeah, and that's funny. Leveros is looking overhead. You want me to take a knee? Do you want me to go short? His dad just holds his hands up and no, go score. We'll deal with the rest of it later.
And now this is really what it comes down to. Of course, the touchdown's big, but Dean Tremoloni, already missing one in this game, needs this one to make it an 8-point difference just in case the Knights can pull something off. And the special teams got through quickly, but it's not enough to stop the one and only Dean Tremoloni, the leg, 34-26. 1 minute for the Stone Ridge Christian Knights to possibly pull off an upset. We'll find out next.
Bears fans, Saw Mower is pleased to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. They're your go-to retailer when you need a steel project to do the job, at home or at work. Visit their store, where friendly, knowledgeable staff will assist you in finding the right steel for the job, whether it's a chainsaw, blower, trimmer, pressure washer, or anything in between. Nate's Saw Mower on Longeway Road in Sonora. Levitt United Insurance Services offers quality insurance coverage, a high level of professional service, and a long-term relationship. They have several locations throughout California to serve your needs, including Elk Grove, Lodi, Napa, Roseville, Sonora, Walnut Creek, and Minden, Nevada. As independent agents, they'll research rates and coverage from top insurance companies to find the best insurance rates and insurance plans for you. They do the shopping and comparing, so you can save time and money.
They ran out the clock as much as possible, but they still left 1 minute and 8 seconds. Summerville leads by 8, but Stone Ridge only taking 1 extra point attempt their entire season, missing 2 two-point conversions in this game alone. They'll look to score again and send it into overtime as Dean Trimoloni uses the leg that we know in a muffed kick return, dropped at the 5-yard line. And he'll have some room to run. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Decent field position as the clock bleeds down to 57 seconds.
No, but that was a huge return because that ball was all the way down inside the 5-yard line. Gets it out to the 36-yard line.
64 yards to go, 57 seconds, down by 8, no timeouts. You have to pass the ball because your run game has only been getting you about 6 yards on average, and you need a head for the sideline, which Summerville already knows.
Yeah, but 57 seconds, again, you have no timeouts. But the clock's going to stop if you get a first down. So you really, I wouldn't be afraid to throw the ball down the middle of the field. Interesting lining up in this formation. It's got to be some kind of a play action, but we'll see what happens. Oh, throwback.
Looking at the receiver, a decent hit. The flag flies, and he's got to get enough for the first down as he's taken down after a gain of 12.
So you got, that was not the normal quarterback in. That was Aiden Skeen in playing quarterback under center. Hands off to the normal quarterback, and he throws it, and then you're going to get 15 right there for hitting in the head. So you're going to tack that on as well. So that was a great play if you're Stone Ridge Christian. You not only got the trick play that you kind of knew was coming, okay, you picked up the first down, you stopped the clock, you get 15 more. Now you're into Summerville territory, all the way down at the 39-yard line. You're 2 plays away from being able to throw the ball in the end zone 4 times and try and pull off the comeback.
Lund will be in the gun. He has 1 receiver right. He has a tight end cockeyed at the line. And Lund going to pitch it over. Jaden Hardy in there. Fumble on the play. And it's not going to be recovered. Oh, maybe it will. Ball stayed in from Jaden Hardy. And the Bears say they have it.
And he did. They do.
Jaden Hardy has the ball in hand. And the referees, the officiating crew, has pointed towards the way of the Summerville Bears.
Wow, halfback pass here. You got to know the rules. Throw the ball away. It's not there. Throw it into the stands. Instead, you lose the football, and then there you can't tell. It looked like it went out of bounds, but Hardy comes up with it regardless. The official's right there. Summerville going to come away with a hard-fought victory here tonight, 34-26.
Let's
over
watch
the
that
Stone Ridge Christian Knights.
One more time. Jaden Hardy, he didn't make the initial tackle. He was there trying to stop the fullback from throwing it. But it was another player that came in and forced that fumble onto the ground. We'll watch that after this. What looks like what should be a kneel down.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just going to be one knee, and it's out for Summerville.
And there's the knee from Braylon Leveros. Watch this play one more time, Jeremy. See if we can pinpoint that forced fumble. Obviously, Jaden Hardy flew in.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure who that was, but regardless, huge play there and a great ending to a homecoming night, victorious for the Bears.
Well, next week, if you stay for the post-game show, that's great. We'll be back in just a moment. But next week, like I said, Amador, we're not sure if there will be a game or not. It will be right here in Tuolumne if there is. But make sure you follow NorCal Sports TV on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all of the socials, and also subscribe to YouTube, and we will let you know if there is a game next week. But post-game show coming up shortly as the Summerville Bears win on the 111th birthday of Summerville High School, 34-26. The final score, back in a minute. Levi Flores and Jeremy Hurtado.
You in need of a $12 haircut? Well, Dan is back and balder than ever, but that doesn't mean he gives bad haircuts. Visit Dan's Barbershop at 14751 Mono Way in Sonora, next to Dusty's Den. I have a Dan's Barbershop certified haircut, and you can too, only at Dan's Barbershop.
Lupo. It's a name synonymous with real estate in Tuolumne County and has been for more than 30 years. The latest member of the Lupo family to join the Tuolumne County real estate family is LeAnn Lupo at Keller Williams Agency. LeAnn is a Tuolumne County native and knows how special the place we call home is. A hard worker who truly cares about her clients. LeAnn is a special talent. And LeAnn is a Summerville High School graduate and huge Bears supporter, so give her a call and see what she can do to help you. If you see her around town, please thank her for helping to make tonight's live stream possible. Somerville graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Calaveras counties the past 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Somerville graduate Chris Caldera join the team to help and eventually take over the family-run business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family-operated business. And go Bears! ourcaldera.com on Facebook and Instagram too.
34-26, the final score. Homecoming night comes to an end, and the Somerville Bears hold on. And some of the Somerville students chanting 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Like we said, with the win tonight, best record since the start of the 2017 season. And Coach Leveros basically guarantees himself another winning season, the second of his career here at Somerville.
Yeah, and a great job. That was the cry at the rally. That was a big 5-0 thing at the rally. All the students were chanting it. The players were chanting it. So it's good to see it come to fruition here tonight for the Bears. They made it interesting for sure. Stone Ridge got to tip the hat to them. They came out and played a whale of a game against a bigger school, but yet were not overmatched. They played great on offense. Just a couple situations here where they just didn't get things to go their way. But, hey, I'm telling you right now, watch out for Stone Ridge in the Division 7 playoffs.
Absolutely. Lee Grand definitely has to watch out for them because I've seen Lee Grand play. They're a great team. And at the same time, I know Somerville can beat them, but Stone Ridge, they made a statement here tonight. But let's talk about Somerville a little bit more. Obviously, Braylon Leveros, we could always give him the play of the game, but I think defensively is what kind of won it for Somerville. There was a few stops that made this game what it was, and we have to credit this game to them.
No, absolutely. And like I talked about in the pregame show, the defensive effort tonight was going to be crucial because this is such a difficult offense to play against. You got to have your linebackers do everything they're supposed to do, stay fundamentally correct. You saw the one pass over the top in the first quarter. Didn't get beat again on one of those types of plays. So, you gave up 26 points. As a defensive coordinator, you're not going to be happy about that. But at the same time, you got the win, so there's things to build on and positives to keep moving forward with.
34-26, that final tackle is what necessarily kept it from going into overtime. Stone Ridge, they showed that they can pass and they get decent yardage when they do, but that one final tackle is what won it for them. As Stone Ridge continues their season, next week they will have a game against Ignacio Valley out of Concord, and that's their final game before heading into their league, which is against Delta Charter, Big Valley Christian, and Millennium out of Tracy, the only three other teams in their league.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting. Ignacio Valley is another bigger school. So it's going to be another situation where they're playing a bigger school. It's going to be a chance for them to make another statement. So it's good to see Stone Ridge challenge themselves before they go into league play. Unfortunately, there's only 4 teams in that CCAAA now, with some of the other schools like Turlock Christian and Sierra Ridge Academy not fielding football teams currently. So, it kind of makes it difficult. It's Big Valley, them. Millennium and Delta Charter, I believe, are the only other 4 schools besides Stone Ridge that have football teams in that program, or in that league rather. But they're doing a good job of challenging themselves. They're playing a difficult schedule, and I think it's going to pay off for them in the long run.
Then we look at Somerville. This was their last non-league game, and we've mentioned it a few times already because we're not sure about the game next week. But if Amador's team gets out of what they're in right now, then we will have a game right here from Thorstead Field. And then we have Bret Hart, Calaveras away, and then back home for the last 2, Argonaut and Sonora. But the way it looks right now with the D6 rankings in the Sac Joaquin section, Somerville staying at a nice 3rd spot behind Sonora and Sutter. And then Argonaut, Calaveras, Amador, and Bret Hart from 10, 13, and then 16 and 17. The Motherlode League looks kind of weak per overall teams, But when you look at the two teams that should be perfect right now, Sonora losing to Oakdale in that first game of the season in overtime, the two teams that should be perfect are some of the strongest teams we've seen in Sonora in a long time.
No, absolutely. And then Summerville's come out, they've beat the teams on their schedule. That's all you can do if you're a football player. Yeah, your schedule may not have been as strong as some other schools, but hey, 5-0 is 5-0. Doesn't matter at this point. You've got your 5 wins. Now your league games start. The league, you said, is not as strong as it's been in the past. Now, you say that. Calaveras, who has struggled mightily in the 0-4, has come down to Galt, and they're up 35-12 in the third quarter against the team that Galt, hey, bigger school, so they're taking care of their business. The Calaveras have been getting better every week. I talk to their coaching staff a lot. I know them. They say, hey, we've struggled, but we think we're kind of getting things back together. And they actually feel like they're the number 2 team in the league. So it's going to come down to, Calaveras, Summerville, Sonora, those top 3 teams. And then the bottom 3 teams, they're struggling. I mean, we're not going to sugarcoat it. Bret Hart coming back from not playing football for 2 years on the varsity level. Okay, that's going to be difficult for them. Okay, I'm not low numbers. Amador, who knows what's going on with them. Even when they were playing, they weren't having, as great of a season as they've had in the past. Argonaut struggled the first couple games, then lost to Houston. It was 0-3. They came back with a win last week. Now they're playing West, a team that I saw last week. They probably should beat West this week. I don't have a score on that yet, but who knows what's going to happen there. So you never know. Once you get into league play, season starts over, who knows what's going to happen.
The 111th birthday for Summerville. Jeremy, it was nice to have you back in the booth with me, too, Summerville alum. Justin Flores should be back with me next week as long as we have a game. But do you have a story for us about Summerville High to top off the night and with the victory?
Hey, Summerville, like you said, we both went here. It's great to see them win tonight. I don't know if I really have a story, but it'll be interesting to see how things go for the rest of the season. It was great to be back in here calling a game. I haven't done that in a couple years. So it's been fun. I had a good time. Look to do it again in the future.
Well, you don't have a story, but these players are writing the story currently for this 5-0 team. For homecoming night, the Summerville Bears 34, the Stone Ridge Christian Knights 26. For Jeremy Hurtado, Levi Flores, the rest of our NorCal Sports TV crew, we'll see you next time as Motherlode League play takes action for the first time in 2022.